Welcome to Warrior Class.
Where the teachers would pass.
And you will too, if you pass. Sorry about the little bit late start, just getting stuff together, stuff like that. My wife insists on dropping me off at Warrior Class Studios, and we have a great special guest staying at our home, so we had to attend to him before she could leave out and stuff like that and drop me off. So we'll do better than this. He'll be here until. In fact, we may try to get him on here as a guest. He'll be here until
That would be great.
March.
That would be great. That would be great.
Until February, actually.
Fashola. That's a hard name right there. Fashola.
Baba Fashola. Only Pade.
There's a Baba Fashola here too, right? Don't mistake him from the Baba Fashola.
No, there's a Baba Shola here.
Baba Shola.
So I have Shola as one of my names too. Aregbe Shola. So I don't use Shola as a short name for the name. So several of my names, I'm gonna give them all, but is Balogun is my title. Balogun. Farimola. Farimola. Aregbe Shola. So Farimola, that's the Ifa name, Farimola. Aregbe Shola is my Egbe name. Aregbe Shola. Epon Shegun, that is my Obatala name. Epon Shegun means Obatala ended the war, ended the conflict. It's about the most warrior Obatala name. Obatala is the spirit of peace. So that lamb side of me, that's Epon Shegun. He's a lamb, but he's still a warrior, right? That's the gorilla.
We just had a brother initiated into Batala.
Yes.
He threw it in my face a little bit in the last Zoom meeting, but I ain't
I
know he did.
Shout out to Baba Amosun, who's already initiated into Ifa. Welcome to the club, Amosun. He also is initiated to Batala now. So welcome to the club, my brother.
Take your time to hit the like button, subscribe. Black Timbo piece, Teresa 273. Teresa.
Trying to get Saturday with Renee out of my head now.
Okay.
Oh, keep it in there. We're gonna get in. Speaking of which, I was thinking of Jared a lot this past week, and I am gonna reach out to him about being a guest on here, and see if he comes on. But it's been bothering him a lot. And when I say welcome to the club, well, I'm assuming welcome to the club, Jared. It's been bothering him a lot about people really have been lately attacking academics, and they're not real. They're not. And I didn't have time today, but I'm going to do study for this whole week on this subject. We tend to, where we're weak at, we tend to attack people who do the things we wish we could do, or we know we're too weak to be able to do. He ain't gonna say that. I'm saying it right now, because, and I've seen this happen to academics all the time, because you don't have the capacity to be an academic, either because of circumstances, because you convince yourself you can't learn. Either way, you didn't learn enough, study enough in academia. You may know a lot somewhere else. You didn't study enough in academia, so now you're going to attack him because he's an academic. That's bullshit. That's weak. That shows your weakness. You don't show no weakness of him. You see, Rodney warned us about the academics, talking about Walter Rodney. Walter Rodney talked about, the academics, and they only have a certain place in the revolution. Well, that's up to Walter Rodney, but I think he was academic, so if I'm not mistaken.
And that was his opinion. But
you can't, and opinion is not fact. Let's not take shit as fact because somebody said it like that, right? And this is my opinion. But that's why I said I'm going to study, so I can buffer it with fact. If you don't know a thing, either learn that thing or dive deep into what you do know. But don't attack somebody or talking about they not for the streets. They not real because they're an academic. Because we've been through that shit. Because you don't understand warfare, right. What it means to be a warrior. You'll say, we just the goons. No, I'm the Apollo goon. I'm not a goon. Right. We're the goons. We're just the guys you call to fight. I remember when I was in another organization, this one brother gets up and said, you know, the brothers from the West Side, those soldiers, they just sit in darkness, with their fingers in glass, waiting for the call to come so they can go deal with our enemies. I said, boy, I don't know who those brothers are from the West Side. I'm from the West Side. I ain't never met them brothers. They're some wild brothers. Because I'd be damn, I'm sitting somewhere digging my hand in glass, waiting on somebody to call me to just jump out and fight like I'm some kind of like Danny the dog, that show. That's how people think of us, like we Danny the dog, you know, from the movie Unleashed. Where we just, you call us, the light blinks, right? You go in there, you know, the light blinks. So I see the light dot go and start killing. No. But people make these stereotypes because they're ignorant of what you do. So they make stereotypes about you, about what you do, about what this thing is. So that's why I say, welcome to the club, Jared. Right. But, and I'm sure you've been dealing with it a long time, dealing with that. That's just bullshit. And being around so many academics, because at one point I had friends who were going to, you know, pull a move and get me a PhD. I said, why would you do that? I don't need a PhD. I know what I know, right? And I'm fine knowing what I know. Then I start thinking, well, I'll pursue my PhD if I'm going to do it and get it real. I talked to Jared about that on our interview, right? I'm not such where I got to feel better about myself having that. But I'll be damned if I sit and talk down on somebody who has that, who has a PhD. That is, and you know, I've said it before, I admire genius. Right. In any form. Okay. So a person who had the wherewithal and the discipline, put in the study to get a doctorate degree, they should be respected, if not honored. Not talked down like they don't know the fuck's going on. And I can point you to several academics who led revolutionary organizations. So stop that dumb shit. And like I said, he may not be the one to say it, but I'm the one to say it every time. I'm the one to say it every time because he ain't here for smoke a lot of times. I don't mind the smoke. I don't smoke. So this is the most smoke I can get. This is the most smoke. So come on, you know. Now, I really don't want smoke. I want you to study and think better if you're in this class. Exactly. You know? And for the academics in this class, for the cooks, or for the firefighters, or whoever, if anybody is talking down on you for what you do and the knowledge you have, on here, I'm going to confront it. Okay. Because the master blacksmith in one town, everybody should know this now, is a student blacksmith in another. Because I have 50 years of experience in self-defense and survival, does not mean you won't be working on your motherfucking car. Right. You better go to a mechanic. Because Jared has a PhD, that don't mean he can make a cake. He may be able to, but not like a motherfucking pastry chef.
And that's also for you not to put too much into a person that may be an expert in one thing and you giving them, you surrendering all your power to them in another field.
Yeah, you don't surrender your power, but you don't talk down to them.
Oh, no.
Because people will grab on that. Yeah. We'll see. No, we're going to make this shit plain. Do not disrespect people who put in work and the discipline it takes to do something. If you do, you're an asshole or you're an idiot, and your idiocy shows. And because you know it, you know you're a fool. You know you're a fool in that area. You're so jealous that you're going to just talk down on somebody. But you won't say it's jealousy. You'll say you're keeping it real. Yeah, real stupid. Real stupid. Now I'm done with that. And now we can get to our show. The intellectuals have a special responsibility to speak truth to power. They absolutely do. But whatever you have skill and experience in, you have that responsibility. There's critiques you can make of any class, from academics to the masses of people, but there's always exceptions. Yes. So he had said that, he had mentioned, someone spoke about difference between critique and criticism. And the person he gave what they said, actually, I said they were off on what they said. But we did a show on critique versus criticism. Watch it. I mean, he may have had a better analysis than we did, but I don't think so. So critique versus criticism, because I was part of a group that dealt with critique of writing, creative writing, poetry. Person would write what they write, then we workshop it. So we're sitting there and we would give critique. Critique has to come from a level of expertise. Okay. When people say I'm giving, what they say, constructive criticism. There's no such thing. Criticism is based in your opinion. Critique is based on your expertise. And so if you're coming in speaking on a thing and you don't have expertise, you're just giving criticism. There's no constructive criticism. Criticism is always negative. It's destructive. Critique is constructive. Baba, and who says warriors can't be intellectuals? Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Sun Tzu, I don't know his level of schooling. Because he wrote a book, you could say he's intellectual. I've written 42 books. I don't know how intellectual they are.
You definitely.
But
you're martial arts intellectual and a practitioner.
Okay, if indeed I'm a martial arts intellectual, I'm more than I think more than that. But if I'm an intellectual in it,
and an artist,
then artist, scientist,
all that. What about a warrior philosopher?
No.
You don't like
so
music to be a
I'm not a warrior philosopher. So I took philosophy.
Right. And
philosophy has a lot of formulas, right? I mean, actual formulas on how you think. It's brilliant in how it has formalized how you think, how we think and perceive certain things. Okay? Philosophy is how we think about a thing based on our perception of it. Well, then it has to have in a certain action, because perception precedes action, right? If it doesn't, there's no action there, then it is pure philosophy. And I'm not that. I'm an action man.
Yeah, that's why.
So that's why I say, well, for me, nah. But you can wax philosophical about anything, but you get more respect if you're actually doing the shit that you philosophizing about.
Can you be a warrior philosopher? Like an oxymoron.
You can be a warrior who philosophizes.
That sounds funny,
right? But if you are a warrior philosopher, that's why I say you can't be a warrior hyping shit. Right. Either it or you're not. Right. I don't want to go to a tap dancing dentist, tap dancing / hyping dentist. I don't want to go that move. I want to go to a dentist because he may be in this tap dancing mode right there. That, fuck my teeth up, the little I got. So no, I want you either it or it. I'm not I don't want a warrior egg salad sandwich having my back, or egg salad sandwich warrior. Which one is it? Right? Just be a warrior and have my back. You can be an academic and you can be a warrior.
Definitely.
But a warrior academic, you can keep that shit. Stay over there. Or academic warrior, I don't know which one are you? So if I got to guess, I don't want you. I just want a warrior with me. And then after we didn't wage war, defeat our enemy, now you can go back into that classroom or back into that library and read them motherfucking books. and teach your classes. And that's why I'm with that. But let's love each other no matter what our jobs and professions and what we profess to be. Okay. All right. Somebody said, "Damn, I need tonight." Homie Nikki's shirt fire. I like that.
Thank you.
Anybody from Atlanta? Or you like the red, black, and green part, or both? If you're from Atlanta, you will search far and wide for red, black, and green people.
I don't know if you're gonna find them, but you can search for them.
Yeah, I got food. When I came down here, I said, I'm going to the Black Mecca. Boy, it's gonna be on and popping when I get there, boy.
It's in Roswell. What? No.
Right. I had this dude talking, he was talking so strong, black. Yeah, so and so, and black people gotta do so and so. And Spirit told me he got a white wife. Sure enough, he had a white wife. I started teaching on people teaching hard, and they go home to their white wife.
Lord,
and I didn't know, and people are jumping up, clapping.
Oh, I remember you about this.
And afterward, they hugged me and said, "We love you. You dealt with." I said, "Dealt with what?" They said, "He got a white wife." I said, "Spirit told me."
Lord.
Yeah.
Bless us soul. Excuse us while we. There we go.
It took time to get cute like this, Darian. That's why I'm late.
So, in the news, real quick while Bob is gone, there was a doctor arrested and sentenced to 45 years in prison. This is Dr. Fahad, I think his name was. I'm not really sure. But this is not the first doctor that did this, but this is the thing. And it made me think about, I always look at warfare from different angles. Like, we think about, like, we always talk about racism and how it shows up in the system. And I think about, like, your doctor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so in this situation, I think he is, I don't want to insinuate, but I think he is definitely, not definitely, I'm sure I know he's foreign. I believe he's Muslim, and I think he may be Pakistani. I might be assuming a lot from that, but when I was reading the article, it was talking about his name and his family. It led me to think that, but I'm not sure. But it just had made me think about, like, the type of warfare that some people could be waging that you never think about. So this guy, he's got 45 years for misdiagnosing over 500 people, telling them they got cancer and they had to get chemo.
Oh, I have heard
about
that story.
But you may have heard another story. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's what made me think about it, because this has happened before.
Right.
And the guy was like, "I'm sorry, I misused my power." And people, the victim's family are like, "I remember hearing him. I remember him talking to my grandma, telling her how he was going to heal her." He's like, "I remember the conversations." Like, that's why that time ain't enough, because I remember how he was talking to her.
Right.
And I just think about, like, we have no idea the level. We always talk about, if you don't know something, it don't exist. So if you ain't evil, if you don't have that evilness in, well, you might have it, don't know you got it. But if you've never seen it, you don't know what it looked like. You know, you wouldn't expect this. So that doctor, I'm not sure where he's from, because they did a very good job of not mentioning his name to the very end, because he's, you know what I'm saying, he's not our complexion. So they were still staying on code, but this just happened recently. And the last thing, I talked to y'all last week about that, I think it was 116 some people busted in a child, not child trafficking, but sex trafficking. Well, the latest to come out of that is, let me pull this up real quick. This senior Pentagon official.
Hold on real quick. Darren said, Ominiki came through looking extra cute today. I was trying to see that.
I told her when she wore her hair down like that, she don't look like Miss Ominiki. She looked like Ominiki now.
I just
with her hair.
Okay, she always cute.
When she put the hair down.
Is it so? A woman who is in her 30s, 40s, is it cool to be called cute? Well,
yes.
or would you
I think it's an extra compliment when you're over 40.
So if you tell you cute,
no, don't tell me over. Tell a woman over 40. But I don't want to be cute over 40. I'm a man.
Yeah. So
I don't wanna be cute.
I had these sisters one time. We was going on the 5K run, right? Which is thrown by FTP. We'll be doing it next year. But it was these sisters. They had these bubble guns or whatever, right? The bubble guns. So they said, "Baba, the bubble guns not working." So I fixed the bubble guns for them. And the girl goes like this. She says, "Thank you so much, Baba." I said, "Girl, don't do that. I've been messing around old man like that for the better love."
It's funny though. Some women really talk with their hands like that. Like that's the weirdest, uncomfortablest thing right there.
My wife doesn't like when we go to a restaurant and somebody's calling her, "Yeah, here, sweetie, like this, honey."
I don't like that.
She's
either.
like, she calling me. I'm like, "Yeah, they just, being nice." She said, "Nah, it's something about that. I don't like it."
I don't like it either. I'm not gonna lie, and it's funny because I don't even like when I'm about to sound crazy. Anyway, so
now, see, I can see if they called me it and she said I don't like it. Maybe she, but she ain't really jealous like that. Maybe she would be like, that. But she doesn't like when they call her it. It's like they're lowering her or something.
I don't like it either for some reason. I don't like sweetie coming from certain people, folks. I just don't like that. Okay, honey, sweetie.
Now, when when white people, I get a little offended for some reason. White people, say, "Hey, boy," say, "That's a good boy." And they rub my head, so I get a little insulted
when they say
for some reason. I get a little insulted by that. No, when I was a little boy, a teacher, and she found it funny. When what's his name? Huey said, these white folks, they don't care when you mad or say certain things, and this white woman said, so get to class, boy, or something. I stopped. I turned around, it's 6 blacks at the school. So I turned around. "You gonna call me boy? Don't call me boy." And she started cracking up. Now, mind you, I'm 10. She said, "What should I call you, man?" So from then, every day she started, "Boy, get this to other people." And she said, "Man, need you to do so and so."
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But she was like, I wasn't even thinking like that. But since you're there,
right. And she laughed because he taking it like I call him boy like a nigger boy, and that was not. I was an actual boy, But just hearing a white person call me boy, it just got to me, and I don't know why. I guess from watching TV or something. Because my nobody would dare call my daddy a boy. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
Even they saw it, they may say boy under breath or something when he walked past.
Yeah.
But so I'm pretty sure I must have seen it on TV, like watching Roots or something.
Yeah, probably. There was a lot of shows I think that had that talking about how condescending it was to call black men boy. I think that was
even though they were still doing
pretty common. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And like iManifesto said, the honey sweetie thing can sound very condescending also, depending on the context. Like I might call people that I mentioned that I bartend. So when I'm bartending sometimes I speak to people on affectionate terms. A lot of times you want to draw people in, connect with them and stuff like that.
I guess it's better than what you normally call me, like when Clay say, "Hey, nigga, can you come over here and show me the technique?"
Never.
Now you have never called me that. He has called me nigga.
I have not.
You have. You say nigga. I say, dude, I'm looking at you like you crazy.
Let me explain.
So he called me nigga.
I have not called my nigga. What happened was I get excited sometimes. Nick, then I have to call him out. "Excuse me, Bob, for calling you nigga." I do say excuse me, and I don't. I be like nigga, but that's just like yo. I can't help it sometimes. It's still there.
Right? He do nigga. Then he'll go like this. He looking the other way. I don't even really hear the sorry. That's so he feel better about himself saying that.
Look, we all dealing with the virus. We trying. We all trying. None of us ain't healed 100%. We all trying. We trying. So anyway,
I had a brother tell me when I told him my son was born. I said, "He's here," and he said, "You my nigga, man." I said, "What?" I'm calling him on a happy thing. I had to remember. He doesn't not mean it that way.
Right.
But still, like, man, I don't like it.
It's funny because something just happened as I got older. Like that was my thing, and now I apologize when I say it like that to people.
Did you? Well, I've heard I won't deal with that one. But there are things that we have used to call women.
Yes.
That's inappropriate. Now, I'll say I don't call women bitch, but I've used brawl before.
I say girl.
And I say, man, this brawl crazy mother. Somebody acting crazy. This brawl crazy. And I still do that. I'm sorry, y'all.
I used to be
You heard? I'm sure you have. Yeah. I look. I'm like, man, that brawl lost her mind. I'm sorry if that sounds offensive to your ears. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm going to work on that.
It's better than other things.
But what
I'd never use beat. I'm not going to do that.
I do often. I've never called.
I do often.
I do often when I'm talking in front, and I'm this crazy. You see these bitches? I do that. I never addressed. I never said, "Fuck you, bitch." I never called a woman a bitch or nothing like that. But I do use the word. Now, I'm a lot better though. I'm a lot better. But what I have worked on, I don't use that, and I don't, and I try not to say
that
girl.
Sounds so ignorant to me.
This will make me feel bad when I say girl talking about a grown woman because I don't say that. I don't say boy dealing with me.
Although.
But I think some women are okay with that, but you don't know who, so you got to be respectful.
Okay, is girl better than calling you female?
Oh my goodness, I don't like that.
You know, I guess over the past few years or whatever, female is like something that you don't want to hear.
Yeah, I think as a man, if I'm saying female, that's not right.
And a lot of dudes,
from someone who is.
Yeah, they massage. A lot of dudes who in the what used to be the conscious community, they use female a lot.
I know.
And I was like, I cringe every time.
Community. I don't like.
And one dude was using that, and my wife looked at me and said, "I'd be really bet money to beat his wife."
That's not funny.
I said, "Damn!" And I looked at him, and he looked like he looked like that character. It's this actor. He played Pinky. In one of the movies.
Yeah.
Say it one more time, Craig. Say it with Pinky.
Ooh, say it again.
Yeah, Pinky is
from Friday.
Yeah, and he's in this show with Ernie Hudson. He plays Ernie Hudson's brother.
Clifton Powell, thank you.
Clifton Powell, yes, Clifton Powell. Actor, by the way. Yeah, I would like to see him outside of acting because he looks like he would beat the hell out of a woman.
He does.
Yeah.
But if I've seen him on set, and he has a different. He has a Detroit, an old school Detroit nigga vibe.
Yeah, he looks like he'd be a woman. Yeah.
Like it'd be anybody. If you say the wrong, that's what I'm not even. I gotta tell you, I think he's from Detroit,
and he beat you. He got his one finger. And hit you. Got because they got a ring on it.
You know what? I think when he was younger, he might have smacked the woman once a time. But now he older.
4'8", like it's a little, it's a little pastime. That's jacked up. I'm sorry. Shout out to all the sisters who survived that. I'm sorry, y'all. Because that's jacked up that much like that. That's a female.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's exactly how it said. Yeah.
Right.
Like who?
So that's all for the news, though. I just wanted to jump on that. I know we just got off for a second, but that was in Coweta County. That was in Georgia. So
really?
Yeah. That wasn't the one in Ohio. That was in Coweta County. This Pentagon official. They say he's a former Pentagon official, but that's because he had to resign after he got caught. Right. He was a Pentagon official at the time. Yeah, they found a way to slam him out of it, but
that's what he doing? Like paralyzing people, putting them in the best suit and setting them on fire?
No. He got caught in the human trafficking. I was talking about another story on that one. Yeah, this guy
in Ohio, not Ohio.
No, not Ohio. I mentioned that I was talking about that last week.
Ohio is
This was over schools, right? He was over something to do with children.
Right.
Well, of course, that's what they do.
A senior Pentagon official who oversaw federally operated school systems in the Americas has been arrested in Georgia human trafficking sting. That was in Coweta County. The sheriff's office last week announced that 26 people, including Stephen Havonic, that's his name, former chief of staff for America's Division of Department of Defense Education Activities.
Some of the honey dip tenderonis. To me, that would be funny if you use that now, but that's old school.
That's old school.
To me, tenderoni is, of course, like a young woman.
Yeah.
So, like, if you, as an older woman, you get called a tenderoni.
It's okay. You like that?
It's done right.
That can be.
I wouldn't let a woman call me a roni. A tenderoni.
That can be a little soft, though.
Bobby Brown came with something when he came
now, honey dip. That's from a song. That's really not from a song. They made a song of it, but honey dip. You don't really say that to a woman, girl. You're a honey.
No.
You say it to your boy like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
she a honey deer.
Slim Goody, all
Yeah,
that kind of
Slim
stuff.
Goody.
Good stuff. Yeah.
Thank you, Sith
How do we get into this
Now,
misogynist?
I don't know. Now, is it
I
misogynist?
came in and
When I was young, I meet a woman. I say, "Hey, what's up, big leg?
What?
Whoa.
That's hot, ain't it?"
He didn't say that.
Make it
Nah,
sound good, but you know
Big
damn
leg.
well.
It makes me think about Muddy Waters.
What?
What?
You ain't got no song called "Hey Big Leg." Now, that made me think of what's his name, the rapper who sounded like he got a speech impediment. He's from New York.
Karis?
No, he got a Muslim name now.
The rapper with a speech impediment.
He got a Muslim name now.
Dame says I'm
Loon?
gonna send it on
Yeah.
you. We'll figure out the rapper.
Truth about a Roni.
But yeah,
Wait a minute
you know
though.
what?
She's a sweet little girl.
Wait a minute.
You gotta see them lyrics first.
I've been look here. I've been listening to a lot of old school music. I've been listening to a lot of old school music.
Well,
right?
he's the rest of them. I mean, when BBD they made the song about having
Oh,
sex
my
with underage girls, backstage, underage, adolescent. How you doing? Like, creep. Fine. She replied,
That's what they were
I
trying to
like to
reach
do
with
the
their
wild
music
thing.
too, though.
Yes, they were. But that's sick as hell.
That's awful.
They older than me, I believe. So yeah, they older than me. So they were talking that shit when they were grown as real grown men talking that. The rapper to Islam Pipeline was real. Yeah, but it's a rapper, Most Def.
What about
Most Def, didn't he make a rap called The Big Leg Girls?
I don't know. I know Miss Big Booty, Miss New.
No, he didn't say no
Fat
big booty.
Miss Fat Booty.
No, he didn't say Miss. Is it Fat Booty?
One of the songs.
Oh,
for
that's a little bit, you know,
Well, he's
out
a
there
little-
too. But yeah, he sounded like he had a speech impediment to me till later.
You know what? That's funny. He did sound like he had
Early
some sort of
on, I think he worked on it or something.
That's funny. That's funny.
I wanted
He
to
sounded like the rapper he played in the
Now,
Boondocks.
question. We're gonna get into a question. Can you think of Most Def?
Gangstalicious.
When you think
Was
of
he
Most,
Gangstalicious?
I think he was
when you think of Most Def, you don't think of Talib Kweli. Can you think of Most Def and not think of Talib?
I always think of Most Def and not Talib. Talib was nothing when it came. Most Def made the group. Talib was great after the group separated.
I totally agree. I'm not a Talib Kweli fan, but I just
I'm not going to hate for Talib Kweli because he has said some things recently.
I didn't realize he talked so much crazy stuff.
Wait,
But-
the captains.
You be on Twitter going,
Talib Kweli
off.
is a prolific MC. I don't know what
MC.
he's talking about. Oh, yeah,
Man, that dude, no.
Have you ever heard the Black Star album?
Yes, I had it.
Oh,
And I would have thrown it away if it wasn't for Most Def.
Yes.
I would have thrown it away.
I can't get with
If I see Talib on the street, it's on site.
It's on site.
Because
Oh my
the
god!
two rappers who really could have ruined their groups is Praz and Talib Kweli. They about on the same level.
Yo, now
Think
Talib
about-
Kweli, if you see Bob, you supposed to go for yours and put
Train of
for him
thought,
saying you was like,
reflection eternal. That's
you
what
can't
I'm
say
talking
that.
Huh?
Most definitely,
Talib
people
and
will fight
Praz
you.
on the same
People will
level.
fight you for saying that. You call him Prize.
Praz is a little bit better.
Whoa, shit. Hey, chill out. Don't get him. Don't. I'm on your side now,
I
Talib.
think
Like,
Praz was
Farrakhan,
kind of nebulous,
Jesus,
you know what I'm
Quran,
saying?
Nebulous?
He
He's in
was
the clouds.
right,
Okay.
exactly.
I don't know who
you
it
know,
was,
you had
Bobby.
the two very strong talents in the Fugees, even though Wyclef's kind of controversial now. But I mean, he was a very, very talented.
I chill in the garage and my style is
Oh, yeah,
garbage.
yeah.
Then of course they had
L
Lauryn Hill. I don't
Boogie,
think
yeah.
there's no way that
All right.
Roswell could have thrown them off a track. There's no way.
He could have ruined him. He was that bad. But now if you take Prize, take him, put him in Black Sheep, and you bring over Talib and put him in the Fugees, he would have destroyed the Fugees.
You don't
Fugees
like
would-
my music?
would have been
Yes,
gone.
absolutely. The Lyricist Lounge was a dope set. Yeah, I think I had this.
Belay Clown and Prize. Yes, Prize is better than Talib.
In the garage.
I would-
in the garbage. I be
Now it would be so.
Get out of here! I'm manifesting.
The top three worst rappers
I love Raucous Records.
you have. I can't really put them in a. I can't put them in the order, but I won't do that because Academic snatched this thing off. The 3 worst rappers, in my
Oh
opinion,
my goodness, I know where we're going.
Pras, Talib
He
Kweli,
does not deserve to
You
be
see
on
what the
any
Pras,
list.
Talib Kweli, and Eminem after his ghostwriter died. That was my 3 worst.
Burning the sun with. We're not doing it.
Now when he steady, he had a ghostwriter right next to him. So the 3 top rappers of all
Somebody
time.
said Lupe. Lupe
is the worst?
Wake Up Wealthy.
Oh,
He meant one of the best. He means one of the best.
Oh, okay.
That's
So
easy.
out of the 3 best
Danny, you
rappers
might
that
have to
are
come
out
on
here,
camera and explain yourself, brother.
You didn't.
he said three best rappers out there.
Mhm.
Okay. Chance the Rapper. I said this years ago. The Chance is gonna be big.
Okay.
Chance the Rapper.
Out there, Elzai. Yes, Sith Lord Prince. If you're talking about,
Okay. You
I'm sorry.
Chance the Rapper. Jay-Z. Lil Wayne.
He don't believe what he's saying.
Yes, I do.
So-
He don't believe what he's saying like that.
No,
About the Elzai thing.
Best of all time is hard to say. I will say
I will.
now
Sith
when
Lord
I
as
watch
soon as
when I watch KRS-One go against Big Daddy Kane smashed. I was shocked. Big Daddy Kane gives a better show. I'm not saying a better rapper. He does give a better show.
Kara doesn't dance. He
I'm
doesn't-
gonna
I ain't talking about the dance. I don't care about Big Daddy dancing. Old 50-something-year-old man dancing ain't doing it for me.
Karis
What
One
I'm
is a hell of a
saying
show though. When
is-
he's teaching how to
Oh, yeah.
freestyle.
Now,
and
KRS-One
shit.
can rap now. Now, is he the GOAT? I don't know.
No.
Rakim, I put that in my top 3 for real.
Rakim
I'm
is probably
serious
my top
about that.
5, but I can't stand to see him perform. He just sit there with a mic.
Yeah, he
follow
just-
me into it.
That's because he's the god of rap, man. What guy you know just dancing and like you think Ogun? If you saw Ogun, you wouldn't like that. You want that and Ogun dancing, but you would like to see him stand there with his sword, looking hard. See, so
I
you
don't
don't
wanna see Ogun
want
rap.
that's all it is. But now Ogun rap.
Of course he do.
Ijala Ogun. Ijala Ogun. So the Ijala Ogun is a rap style from Nigeria. It's one of the original rap styles, actually.
Yeah.
Look, best 3: Weezy, Black Thought, Shy the Prince, Young Dro. That's 4. But now I would say
on the
scale.
Elzai thing.
now I put Weezy in my top 3
as a rapper, not
On
an
the
MC, as a
Elzai.
rapper.
Yeah, as a rapper.
Weezy
Yeah.
is in my top 5 of being able to
Sith
rap
Lord, I
words.
think is the one who mentioned it about Elzai. I know we just talking about hip hop now, but I was really a big Slum Village fan and Dilla and all of that. And so hearing him on that one Slum Village album, I mean, I blamed him for the whole
Oh no.
thing, everything falling apart. And I didn't realize that he was even a decent MC until I heard him when he made music with Lil Brother. Then I realized that he was actually kind of dope. But yeah, back then,
Black Thought is great. Kendrick Lamar is
yes.
one of my favorite out right now. I like a lot of
Kendrick
folks.
Lamar. The one thing I don't like about rappers is when they when they just their bars are just going over your head and they waiting for you to catch up. And battle rappers know that.
Sometimes it's-
Yeah, he does. I think he's trying to be deep. So battle rappers, and when you're trying to be deep, you're deep. So battle rappers, they'll say something deep and they'll repeat it
yeah.
because they know it probably went
Yeah.
over your head. Then when you hear it again, you say, "Oh shit!" But on the record, he ain't got time to do that.
Right.
So that battle rap energy of using the intelligent bars and they got to be dismantled to understand them. No, not for records. No.
Nah,
Because
that's a
I don't
good
want to
point.
sit. I don't want to sit and still. I want to study.
So,
I'm gonna open up some
That's a great
motherfucking
point.
Jared Ball,
because my favorite rapper,
one of my books. I'm gonna study.
my favorite is Tupac, and it's because exactly what you said. His ability to take complex issues and simplify.
Right, and simplify.
He's not
Exactly.
saying he's not saying technical words. He's not using very simple words, but what he's laying is a lot of emotion, a lot of information, and very simplistic.
Because if you're going to rhyme, that's poetry, right?
Right.
And poetry is the
Andre-
art of saying a whole lot
Right.
with a little.
That's why I
And
call
that's
him a
what Pac
lyricist.
does.
And people disagree with me. I say Pac is one of the greatest lyricists because of the way he's able to
And
comprise
Pac is in my top 3. I'm just
efficiency.
giving you my top 3.
Mhm.
Weezy, Pac, and Rakim. Boom.
That's close. Yeah, I'm
Boom.
on
Why you shaking your head?
I love Drake.
Who you
man. I do
disagree
love
with
Drake,
in
man.
that?
She ain't no Weezy fan.
Who you disagree with?
She,
Oh,
look,
Weezy?
she look like a Weezy fan. Like, she don't know no Weezy.
Man,
verses.
he said, I got 10 bathrooms. I can shit all day. You know how incredible that is? And we all wish we had 10 bathrooms. We know we'd be going to each one of them trying them out. So that was so real.
Lord. Okay,
I guess that's where you gotta be in your life. This something I wanted to go back to that B-Lay was talking about.
He said, Drez, the beatnik, not Dre. Dre, Dr. Dre is better than Drez. I'm sorry.
you better stop.
Drez?
You better stop this. Drez is great.
I know Drez personally.
He's a great.
And Drez
rapper.
can't produce shit.
He ain't a producer.
Right.
He can.
We talking about Dre. We don't think about Drez, no
I
rapper.
don't think
Oh,
about
that's Dre, the rapper.
I don't think they talking about Drez.
They gotta be talking about Drez, the beatnik.
There ain't no way he's local.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Don't
about
just say
Drez
he's
Black.
local.
I'm
He
thinking
was
about
more than
Black-
local
I thought
back
you
in
were
the
talking about
day.
Black Sheep Drez.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
what I thought you were talking about Drez.
Oh, he probably is.
I
Yeah,
love
okay.
Drez.
Right.
I love
That's
that.
a nationally.
Oh,
What
okay.
you was going to say?
Who's the black sheep?
Yeah.
Where's the black sheep?
Well, and I might have mentioned this before because it's
That's the only
something
song
that
people
happened-
know from Black Sheep.
Something that happened with my grandmother last December. But let's make sure, like B-Lay brought up the doctor who's missed that Pharoah Monch. That's what I'm talking about, Eugene Mason.
You all right, talk to her about Pharoah Monch. Go ahead.
That Pharoah Monch thing put me off.
We're gonna discuss hip hop one day.
Yes,
we gotta have a hip hop show. We gotta have where we call hip hop.
That's what
I wouldn't give him a thumb down. I'm just messing with her, but Pharoah Monch is overrated. Go ahead.
Woo! We gotta have a hip hop conversation one day.
We need to make sure
Let's
that
go.
we're
Here's my
keeping an
name.
eye on our older people. Especially, I can speak to having a black family, having older people in my family who maybe when they were growing up, they couldn't go to the doctor when they had certain things happen with them. So now that they have all of this insurance and they have the Medicaid and the Medicare and whatever all that is, they can go to the doctor all the time. So it's like every little thing that happens, they're running to the doctor. They feel like it's a privilege to be going to these doctors. And you got these doctors who are feeding into that, telling them that they got these different Dr. Jared.
I'm just joking,
That's what
Jared.
I'm talking about.
I'm just I love Pharoah Monch. I'm messing with her because she's a Pharoah Monch head. Yeah.
We need to be making sure that we're going to the doctor with them. We need to be making sure that we're asking questions. My grandmother last December had a fever blister break out on her lip, which I've never seen that happen. So she must have really been, her immune system. When you have a fever blister, it means that your immune system is weak, is turning down in that particular time.
Yeah.
So she's
compromised.
Yeah, it compromised. That's what I'm saying. So when she went to the doctor, they gave her something to put on or whatever. But while she's there, they're like, "Oh, by the way, why don't we give you some type of some kind of shot, some kind of no. It was like some kind of what are they called?
Flu shot or something?
Yeah, it wasn't a flu shot, but immunization, some type of immunization shot. Now, obviously, when someone's immune system is compromised, that is the worst time to give them any type of shot like that.
You need to know that.
Right.
It's the worst time.
Right. So my grandmother, like within 24 hours, I mean, we found her. She was listless. She's like laying on the floor. She's in her 80s, but she's very vital. She still drives. She still does everything for herself. But she doesn't even remember what happened. That's how out of it she was at the time. We ended up taking her to the hospital, and I just stayed there with her. But, it's because, like, these people have quotas that they're trying to meet where they can say, I've had this percentage of my patient take these shots, or I have this percentage of my patients doing this and that. They get bonuses off of that. So they're not thinking about your family, you know what I'm saying, their health as much as they're thinking about trying to get these particular monies that they can get access to. So just make sure that we're keeping an eye on our older
Especially
people.
right now,
and keeping an eye on ourselves.
during the
Absolutely.
holidays, man.
Now, speaking of older people,
Good
this is
segue.
starting martial arts, or starting really not starting martial arts, self-defense. Starting self-defense, but there's a difference. Starting martial arts is a whole nother level of discipline you have to start over 40. But start self-defense, learning self-defense over 40, what you need to know. All right. So we're all over 40. Surprise, surprise.
I know you know you could
And,
not tell me that.
But
I'm a tenderoni though.
hey, you ain't to be like that.
Yeah. Now I don't like it.
You said you wanted to call it tenderoni, so I tried to help out. But regardless of your age, there's no downside to you being physically active. None. No doubt. Even if you say, "Well, I have physical issues," okay, don't work in that place where you have the issue, right? There's no downside to being physically active. A person say, "Well, I can't walk and move," kind of do ankle raises and things like that, which is what I had my mother do. I mean, I remember years ago, a sister brought her son to class, and he's in a wheelchair. Severe issues where he couldn't speak. His hands were like perpetually bent at the wrists. It was different. And she thought it was perpetually bent at the wrist. So I said, she said, "I know you can't learn much, just but let him observe." I said, "Observe him. He's gonna be in class." She's like, "He's not in now." I said, "He's gonna be in class." I said, "Let's work individually. Have one of the other students come in and work with everybody else while I just work with him." And after 15 minutes, he was doing energy drill 1. So energy drill 1 is this. He strikes, I brush. That's energy drill 1. And that may seem simple to you. Number one, do it yourself. But for somebody that is told they can't bend their wrist. Right. So at first he was like this. By the end of the day, he's like this. Kind of, if you can see my fist, it wasn't closed yet. By the end of the week, it was closed. But that at the end of the day, she comes in. I said, "Come over here." He comes over. So let's do the energy drill. We're doing the energy drill. She just broke down crying. I said, "You convince yourself you can't do it. I am not going to other him. He's in here. He's going to do it." And of course, as I'm assessing them, like I would do with any student, I realize what they can't do. It's my job to try to push them further, right? So by the end of the week, he's doing energy drill 1 and he's doing energy drill 3. I skipped 2, do 3. So this is 3. That's 3, okay? So I skipped 2. It's too much. It's too close to 1 and it's too intricate. So I went 1 to 3. All right. And after that, okay, now with the 1, we go back to 1. Now pull me off balance. Pull off balance. Right? So he pulled, he's using that. He's realizing that's too much. Now he's don't use 1 hand, when you be able to use 2 hands. So he gets, his mother's so excited, he gets her. Now they got financial needs. She buys him an electric wheelchair. Now he's working in the drill. He gave him move with his mouth. So when he pulls me off balance for real, like moving quick. Like, oh, now, of course, as his confidence came up, he decides he's gonna holler at his one sister. She's real nice, and nice in how she handled it, because she was into this other boy. But when she told him, I've already started talking to so and so, he ran over dude's foot. So, his confidence was up like, God damn it, here. Then stopped and looked at him like, what you gonna do? I said, look, he's training too now. Let's stop.
Right. Call and response.
Right. So, don't underestimate yourself. Or say, I can't do, because you can do something. Okay. Because of your age, physical ability. There's no downside to you being physically active. In fact, the older you get, the more important it is for you to maintain your physical and mental health through exercise. Let's face it, we all fall into one of three categories. Those who never stop training, okay, determine which one you're in. Those who lapse in their training, those who never trained at all. So which one are you, right? Although there are pros and cons to belonging to each category. You say, what? Yeah, there are pros to belonging to each category. Everybody's got to face the fact that aging creates unique challenges and opportunities. Since all of the warrior class instructors are over 40, we want to discuss the differences between training in midlife and older adulthood versus younger folks, and provide useful tips for middle-aged and older adults to consider when beginning or restarting a self-defense program.
We talked about last week. We were talking about television shows, and we talked about The Old Man and how the fight sequences in there are realistic, based on his age, things that he'd be able to do. So there's definitely.
And I would have said he would have been somebody in that first category of people who never stopped training.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that makes a difference on how you're going to be moving too.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So one of the most important factors in determining the outcome of a confrontation is oftentimes physical fitness. Unfortunately, fitness is often neglected in self-defense training. A solid foundation of agility, balance, strength, and endurance will be needed when in threatening situations. There are two types of physical fitness: health-related, also called functional physical fitness, and skill-related, also called athletic physical fitness. Health-related fitness enables you to become and stay physically healthy. Skill-related fitness enhances your performance in athletic or sports events. Weight training, power walking, yoga, and training in martial arts help you to improve both types of physical fitness and make you more able to defend yourself. Start where you are. You can only get better.
Absolutely.
Now, let me say something real quick. When James said, older people need to strength train, it's absolutely true, because also we need to flexibility train for mobility. But the stronger you are, the more flexible you are. I think I talked about that one time, where if you're able to put one leg up on a table, right, or a chair, put it on a chair, you should then be able to both your legs be at that level. So if you can put a leg up on the table, and you should be able to put it on the other table to be in the split, right? Most people cannot. It's because their brain is actually preventing them from tearing their muscles up, because the muscles are weak. So you're absolutely right, James. You should strengthen. The key to flexibility is strengthening muscles. A lot of people don't know that, but that is the key to being flexible, strengthening your muscles. So you should do both programs together. A strengthening thing. That's why Ashtanga yoga, warrior yoga, is a better yoga. You get flexible quicker. I won't say better yoga, but you get flexible quicker, because it deals with strength too. That they call it warrior yoga, because you're building up your muscles from those positions they're taking, real low and kind of floating, which is leaping slowly into the positions and stuff. That makes them super flexible. So if XP gets on here, we may bring him as a guest one day to talk about yoga.
I don't want to come.
He's incredible.
We have to do his yoga.
Also balance training. Well, so when you're working for strength, and James, correct me if I'm wrong, but the proper way anyway is actually to balance. So don't use a machine if you can help it, but use the free weights because you have to balance them.
Right.
And that increases your strength as well.
I was saying mobility over strength, but he was saying that's the same thing. Mobility and strength.
Yeah, they're
mobility even over
interrelated.
flexibility.
Has Baba ever had an inflamed sciatic nerve? Yeah, now it's funny. So you said, I say, my mama, whenever she's right, my sciatic nerve hurt. And she say, Fami, you call my wife Fami, which is all over Fami, God loves me. Fami, let's go to the store. Because that means, okay, Ma. Or she say, Ma, let's not do this right now. Because my wife knows and my mother knows, that means I want some ice cream. And I said, if you get me the ice cream, it stops the pain in my sciatic nerve. Have y'all ever heard me say that? Well, yeah. So it stops the pain in my sciatic nerve. So I have, and now I'm not telling y'all to go get ice cream. I'm saying it works with mine. That's the only time my wife will,
sounds mental.
With great cajoling, she'll let me get it. Well, a lot of your feeling is mental, right? So. All right, sorry.
Right. With age, we inevitably see changes in our bodies, energy levels, and ability to recover. We must therefore make intelligent decisions about what we eat and how we work out. And we must be mindful about recovery and injury prevention. Over time, we lose flexibility.
I just want to say, you got to monitor to even know that. Because
yes.
I scraped my knee. And I realized, I was like, wait a minute, it's been about 3 months and my knee still ain't healed up all the way yet. I was like, this shit ain't used to, but I ain't scraped my knee in about 10 years, 10, 15
Wait,
years.
hold on. The cut didn't heal?
The cut healed.
Oh, okay.
But I could still, the soreness, I can still feel it. I don't see it, but it's still there. Even stuff like this takes a little bit longer to heal up now. Even though that's on the joint, so that's different. I mean, it's never going to heal too fast. Man.
I just literally had an experience.
Concerns about
definitely on the yoga front, I am a person who has lapsed in my training.
She a Basu too.
So, right. And I'm a certified teacher, but I haven't been practicing yoga. So last night, for the first time, I decided to challenge myself on December 1st.
She's doing that now.
to 111 days of yoga straight.
Why 111?
That's repeating numbers are powerful.
I thought it was something with yoga.
No.
Oh.
So I started last night, and I realized that I didn't even really remember the whole, we had a certain routine that we were doing. I'm sure most people do because, it builds up on being flexible and flexing certain muscles. You want to keep building on that. So you have a certain routine that you do. And I realized I didn't remember the whole thing, but I thought about the fact that at the beginning of COVID that I did some videos on Facebook. So I pulled up my Facebook videos and started doing yoga with myself with the videos, right? But I realized how flexible I was at that time. And how
it wasn't that long ago.
And it wasn't that long ago, but I mean, I was like, I felt proud of myself in the video for being so flexible and looking so in shape. But the reality that I was dealing with my own body last night.
And a good example of how fast the drop off is once you get a certain age. It happens fast.
So, but I'm gonna stick with it. So, but yeah, I mean, that just happened to me a few hours ago. So, okay, age-related physiological changes. Let's not beat around the bush here. The aging process leads to reduced health and skill-related fitness, which leads to less overall functional ability, which lessens your ability to be effective defending yourself. Having said this, your level of physical activity in midlife and older adulthood is associated with your potential to maintain and/or improve your fitness. Aging impacts fitness in these ways. Decreased cardiovascular endurance. Decreases in aerobic capacity have been found after the age of 40 years, and by 65, it can be 30% lower. Decreased muscular endurance. Studies have determined a 20 to 40% decline in the oxygen uptake capacity of older skeletal muscle when compared with that of younger individuals. Decreased muscular strength. Muscle mass and strength may reduce by 30 to 50% between the ages of 30 and 80 years. Decreased muscular flexibility. Flexibility decreases 20% to 50% between 30 and 70 years of age.
So 50% is a lot.
It is. Increase
Flexibility.
If you could touch your toes, that means you can only go halfway now.
Flexibility. My flexibility is probably decreases.
It
50,
happens
60%.
so fast. That's what I'm telling you.
Wow, absolutely. Increased fat mass and decreased muscle mass. Muscle fibers decrease with aging, while fat mass increases with age. Even among individuals who are physically active, fat mass still increases about 2 to 2.5% per decade. Other changes. Aging also leads to the loss of bone density, decrease in water content in tendons, making them stiffer, especially if you're not drinking water every day, decrease in elasticity of ligaments, and a thinning of cartilage between joints. But there is good news. Here's a bonus. Being active makes you live longer. A meta-analysis of 33 studies published in the Journal of the American Medical Association showed that individuals in the lowest fitness categories had a 70% greater risk of death from all causes. Therefore, regular training can yield significant and multiple dividends. And that's true. I mean, when it says all causes, even if you get into a car accident,
Right.
and you're, say, 300 pounds, you're going to recover way different than someone who was in shape. The way the car throws you around and all that, like everything changes when you are very, very heavy,
Now, here's some tips to get, and yes, I manifesto that's a running joke in the family. They know ice cream ain't helping with anything, and I don't have sciatic pain either. But now I had devastating back pain and have it today, which is why they're going to be doing the techniques, not me, because I have back pain today. Psilocybin can help us regenerate spine.
Is that mushroom?
That's shrooms.
Oh, it's just shrooms. It's
not like you eat the mushroom on your pizza. It's going to help. It's shrooms. Mm. All right. Now, here, which shrooms are good for many things. All right. I think I told y'all. I know I told them. I get drunk off of 2 beers, and they know that. But I was eating some psilocybin candy I got from some good folk, and I had it in another state. I was eating psilocybin candy and drinking beer, and one of my cousins kept giving me beer. This was recently, and I'm drinking the beer, and I'm not getting even a buzz. And my wife said, "This is new for you. I've never seen you not get drunk off of 2 beers. You drunk 8 beers?"
That's great.
And I said, "I'm not buzzing." Because it had whatever, when beer, the alcohol is killing the brain cell. Well, the shrooms are making new ones.
Faster than the beer.
Right. It was amazing. Now, I'm not saying that for you. I'm going to do shrooms and drink and just be sloshed. No. So, but I'm telling you, that shit is incredible. Magic mushrooms are now legal in some states. I don't know. I don't think in the United States. See, you don't like my music now from America. No. Right. He gonna get somebody jacked up. Right. So, all right, Canadian. All right. A Canadian got mad at me one time. He said, "I'm from Canada, so I'm from Montreal." And I said, "You from Canada?" I said, "Is Canada real?" I thought that was only in books. But he was real. I'm scared to do shrooms. Don't be scared of it. It's nothing to be scared of. Yes, they are sold in edible form.
They have
in Oregon.
Yeah. So
I think I heard Fanny French talking about I think she may be from there too. I think
Oregon is a
I thought
special
she
place.
was in-
Oregon and Arizona, a special place.
Arizona is not special. I live in Arizona. It ain't special at all.
Well, you know,
It's just hot.
special can mean many different things.
It's just hot. So
You may say
now,
Arizona's in the
the
middle
dude
of the
walked
world.
up to me, said, "I got your ass now. I got your ass." I said, "I don't know who it is you trying to. I'm not the one. It's too hot for us to be sitting up here fighting. Like, dude, just get a good look at me. Am I him?" He said, "Oh." Like,
I ain't
I'm
even
like,
trying to do that
dude,
shit right now. It's too hot for this
Right,
shit.
I'm not trying to do this. It's 115. Dude, just get a good look at me. He said, "Oh," and just kept on moving. I'm like,
You could have been him. He was like, you know what? It's all right.
right. I'm not sure. It is hot. I really don't feel like fighting. Now, I know he kidnapped my sister, but I'll find her later. Here are some tips to get or stay self-defense ready. Okay, if you're over 40. Number 1, have a plan. You say, what? Yeah, have a plan. Making a plan each week can help you plan specific steps for getting more exercise and prepare for things that might get in your way. Your plan should be something you want to do, not something you think you should do. Make your plan realistic and action specific. Make your plan something you can continue to do or build on over time. If you go by somebody else's plan, you may not stick. Do what you want to do and what's comfortable, what's enjoyable for you. Right? Make your plan something you can continue to do or build on over time. Make your plan something you know you can achieve. Be realistic about your current fitness level. Think of exercises you can do now. Start where you are. Number 2, get and stay motivated. Here are the most important characteristics of individuals who become and stay physically active. They have positive attitudes and think of training as an enjoyable break, not an imposition. Okay. He said, "Oh, okay, let me go ahead and take this break and get my workout on. Let me take this break, take this walk. Let me do this break, do these push-ups. It's going to make me feel invigorated." Think positively about it. They always have a plan B, folks who become and stay physically active. They expect obstacles and are prepared to overcome them. They self-reward and are sure to choose rewards that will not undermine all the hard work they've done.
Constantly self-reward.
And for me, I have to make sure I remember not to undermine all the hard work I've done.
Yeah, that's
so I do a lot, and then you've done all this work, but then you go eat a bunch of candy.
Reward yourself with some malt liquor.
Right. Well, damn. You're on the level malt liquor. You skipped the goddamn liquor. You went to malt liquor. They ensure that their training is fun. They leverage support from their social network. They talk to significant others about their goals and progress, and they engage with like-minded people, which means you got to have some of those people around. If you have people, you say, I'm going to start exercising. How you going to be doing that?
What are you working on?
Man, you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to mess around.
You're too old.
Right.
You done got to this point.
Those people, they can be your friends, but they not your friends for working out. You got to recognize that.
What he said too, I don't know if everybody can visualize what he's saying about meet yourself, where you at. So for a while, when I had gotten the Exodus, I didn't want to do certain stretches. I just didn't want to do them because it was too hard. So I did all the stretches where I could just lay on my behind. Where I basically could just sit on my behind, and I did every stretch like that. But what I would do is do them for an hour. I spent an hour on my behind, but I do both legs, the legs together, one leg back, one leg this way, one leg. But I just wanted to sit on my behind. I didn't want to do that enough until it took me almost a half a year before I started moving the other stuff. So you want to sit on your behind at first, sit on your behind, touch your toes, and start like that. Do what you can.
Now James said, I enjoy my workouts. Even if I can't get it all in, I get something in. Discipline, consistency is the key. Exactly.
I discovered, I'm not really endorsing, but I know that there's a lot of seated workouts, I'll say. If you look on Facebook, and they're generally supposed to be for older, kind of much older people, but anyone could benefit from that. So if you look up, those kinds of workouts, they'll show you how to do, like Belay said, anything sitting on your butt.
And even you at work.
start, and then once you build yourself up, then you can move on to the next level.
If you're at work or driving, there are exercises you can do while you're sitting in the chair or whatever. Now, number 3, people who become and stay active, they monitor progress toward goals. At the end of each week, look back on what you've been able to achieve, congratulate yourself on what went well, then make a new plan for next week.
Right.
You might be able to stretch your goals for next week by doing more of the things that work. More of the things that work. That's key. If you fell short of meeting your goal because things got in your way, find solutions that can help get you past your barriers next time. 4, the final one is recover. Some key things to do that are invaluable for injury prevention and recovery are warm up and cool down before and after training.
Very important. Is it just black
Especially
people?
if you're over 40.
I don't know about white folks because I don't deal with a lot of them. I don't have a lot of white friends. Is it just black folks that don't like to stretch? We just go play basketball. We go lift weights. We go trip. We just don't like to stretch. We don't stretch anyway.
That includes our minds. When we were just talking about actors and how before the show started, people, all the good job going to British actors. Well, number one, British actors, they take that shit seriously. So whereas American actors, a lot of them may be rappers, singers, or some shit. Whereas they're actors.
What they wanted to do from the jump.
And they went to school, got educated in acting techniques. That led into me talking about the attack on academics, right? Because these people, it's the same thing. These people went to school and took their craft seriously. They should be respected at a minimum for that. Sometimes honored, right? But because that's not valued here,
and not
especially with people, like I said, who never did it, think they can't, then they will attack folks.
And it's hate, really.
Well, and the hate comes from their lack of ability, and usually it does come from you not doing what they're doing.
Right.
You can't, you won't, you're too afraid to. Whatever the case is, you're hating on somebody because they've done something.
You found out they British and they don't really talk like that. Now you can't believe it, and now you mad.
Right?
It's good acting.
Like Damson Idris, people love them. Then British, what? It's crazy. Idris, British, what?
Now the one guy that was played RZA, if he's from he's the one actor that's selling y'all out. He's the one that's selling y'all. The one that RZA got that accent. Anyway, go ahead.
So now. Recover is the key. Remember, warm up and cool down before and after training. Eat a balanced diet and stay hydrated. Now, me, right after this, I'm going to the bathroom because I decided that this morning that I was going to drink a half gallon of water.
I do that too, but I don't leave the house.
And yeah, it wasn't the brightest. It wasn't the brightest thing that I've ever done. So when y'all see me keep getting up. You see, I don't have my mushroom coffee with me. Mushroom coffee with me today. It's from me deciding to drink a half gallon of water. Shout out to Amo Soon, who drinks a gallon of water every day.
That's great.
He was in my mind when I did that shit. So I gave flexibility, maybe make my back feel better, so I can do these techniques with them today. No, I'm not doing the techniques with them, but I am going to the bathroom just a second. So make sure you eat a balanced diet and stay hydrated. Hydrate to a sane level where you feel fine. And even after drinking all the water, I'm still dry here. So it's like, damn. Get enough sleep. That is key. When you're over 40, especially if you're trying to work out, get enough sleep or you're going to have pains.
That's so funny. It's real.
Avoid tobacco completely and limit alcohol intake because those will dry you out.
Why can't you avoid alcohol completely and limit your tobacco intake?
No. We're not avoiding alcohol. We're not. That is like that's just foolishness.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was ridiculous. I was possessed to make me.
Right. Okay. I mean, come on now.
I apologize to you and the audience.
All right, thank you. You feel better now. Now I feel like a tenderoni now. Consider because it's new. It's new for him to apologize. I told you. He's like, nigga, like that. So consider massage or heat cold therapies to care for your aches and pains. And if you have a spouse or significant other, it is part of their job to do that for you. Now, I'm saying my wife be like, really? She didn't ask me like
she must be watching right now.
She asked me every day for the past week because my back's been hurting. Lay down, let me do a massage and stuff. I'm good. That's pure ego. I'm good. When I should lay my ass down and get that massage.
I don't know why. What's wrong with us?
I don't know. And as I'm saying, I'll be like, I want this massage. But I gotta say no. It's just crazy. My ego is nuts. So anyway, and finally, listen to your body. If you're noticeably sore or tired, you can still train, but go light. This is actually called active recovery. Now, in that, years ago, I think it was about 18, 19, so many years ago, in class, I got a bruise, little bruise about that big on my arm. I go back training. Now, we pin the arm. And back in those days, oh my God, my energy level. So I pinned somebody's arm and their arm will blister. There's a lot of shade there, right? I still have more shade, but it's for other things like keeping me here. So, and so Muggs, I do that, and so they like, I'm gonna get him. Right. And I pin his arm, say, ha! And they're not doing what I'm doing, but they hit the shit out of my arm. And that bruise got bigger. But I'm toughening it out. Put some deep Dajal on it to rub out the bruise, so the bruise disappears on the surface, but it's underneath. And they hitting, and after a while, it felt like my arm was broken. Oh my God! Oh, what's wrong? And I had on a long sleeve shirt. My boss said, "Come to the office, check out my shirt." He looks at my arm. It's a spot that big on my arm, and it is jet black. He said, "Okay, that's the bone bruise now. No class for 2 weeks. Deep Dajal every day. So now I've taken myself out of class for 2 weeks. Now 2 weeks for me, that's a long time.
Yeah, I feel fair.
For me, like damn. And I'm there watching, but I can't train.
That really hurt.
So you can do more damage. Yeah. So let's say the bone was bruised. I don't really believe you can bruise bone, but it's such a deep. It's right. The muscle is bruised so deeply that it's damaged, and it feels like your arm is breaking every time you get touched.
Yes.
Now, a bone elbow bruise from a line drive. That was probably because there's skin and there's bone right there.
Right.
Now that I don't know that you could have had a hairline fracture.
I definitely have.
And just so you know, people say, I have a break. I had a fracture. A fracture, y'all, is a break. A hairline fracture is just a thin break. You can have a hairline fracture, very thin break. It broke not even halfway through. Then you can have a simple fracture, which is this bone breaks, but it's not poking through the skin or anything. And a compound fracture, when that is broken and it's tearing through the skin.
Mm-hmm.
I've had several breaks. I've never had a compound fracture. Thank God.
Bone starting to come out a little bit.
Come out the skin. I've never had that.
That was happening with this finger. Chasing somebody in football, and a cleat kicked up on my finger and popped it out right here. And when I went to the doctor,
was it coming through the skin or just?
It was pushing.
Oh no, that's not coming.
It's got to come out of the skin. Oh no, mine was just pushing
breaks
through
the skin. Like
no, it ain't breaking the skin.
Break your leg and then the bone.
Oh no, I never had the bone come out. No, so I ain't had that.
That's compound.
Woo. Yeah, that's compound. Man.
And if you get a compound fracture, and you're in our class, say compound fracture in your arm, you bring it to me. I say, look that way, and then I hit it in place, and then he chews some gum, and we put the gum on there to hold it.
Yeah, that's how we have that too.
And that's tough. And if you let us do that, you crazy mug. and we crazy for doing it to you. But if you get a compound fracture, what we're gonna do is say, hey, fire up. You got the car key. Fire up the car and take your ass to the hospital because you need some help. Now he broke my son's ankle in class.
Oh my God! I got
not just broke his foot. Not this, so the ankle's a joint that displaces, right? That dislocates. But the foot he broke the bones here close to the joint. My son was fighting everybody to become a assistant instructor. You fight everybody. You fight everybody to become an instructor. You fight everybody to become a master instructor. You fight everybody to become a master. The only reason I haven't fought everybody when I got that title because I love them. Because I'll be damn, I'm too old to goddamn take a long time. I gotta break mugs up.
Children getting choked.
I know my like, Daddy! Oh, don't say nothing. I can't use too much energy. No. So yeah, Belay broke his foot. He was being real
loving. I was being
real. So I ended up catching his foot in honor of my son. But my son got his first break, but my son went through shimmy and fat daddy and shit and became a Kappa. So he all right now, but Baba would have to kill in 5 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Shit, otherwise, I'm going to the hospital. Shit. At the best, goddamn, I'm short of breath. So when Ominiki went through, the first time I ever heard Ominiki curse. So we going through, she fighting. It was like 2 people before me. She just laid back and she said, wow. I'm like, yeah, it's still coming. And it kept on coming. So we're about to get into techniques now. We're about to get to techniques, and I'll be right back, y'all. Here's the techniques if you don't have them.
Okay, we can run our mouths a little bit while Bob is going.
And I'll speak on awareness in a minute as we get older. Importance of flow. Flow equal anti-ego. That's not.
So what we can talk about real quick is just some things you can be doing to help you in your diet. So, and your flexibility, your mobility, your health period. So one of the things that you can do to help your nutrition is the use of seeds added to your meals, supplements of sorts. So there's chia seeds, there's hemp seeds, there's pumpkin seeds. Those are the only 3 that I really use like that. And I don't use pumpkin that much because they're most expensive. I think they're the most expensive.
And they're big.
Yeah. And so the texture, you're going to taste those.
To kind of incorporate into a meal.
Right. So the hemp seeds are thin, and you basically the texture dissolves really fast. You put them in something. If you put them on something dry, that's a little bit different, but it's still the texture is really hard to catch because of how thin it is.
It's easy to get used to eating them.
Yeah.
Another thing, if you want to stay hydrated, is you want to eat your water in the form of making sure that you get a lot of fruit in your diet. Fruit contains H3O, which is a higher form of water. Right. So you want to make sure that you do that. I regularly fruit feast, which means that I'll go like a month and just eat fruit alone. I still am able to go about my life regularly. I don't know how that sounds to anyone. But...
And be careful listening to physicians because only about 12% of the physicians in America even
receive instruction.
Right.
When they're about nutrition.
Right. Most of them are like only 12% even have a degree in nutrition, I think. Most of them don't even study nutrition at all and how it relates to the body. So they can't even tell you. I learned a lot of this stuff with my daughter, taking her to physicians to get checkups, to the dentist, and I asked them questions. I'm like, wait a minute, they don't know what the fuck.
Right.
This is crazy.
I've learned that with my grandmother, and the things that they just casually tell her, oh, you need more protein.
Right.
And then I ask her why, how much. They don't tell you any of that. They just tell you that you need more.
My father lived an extra 15 more years because his girlfriend kept a notebook log of all his medication, and she studied medicine. She had no higher education, but when they prescribed him something, she studied. And so when they got ready to give her new stuff, sometimes she would be like, "Hey, isn't this drug
That's
still
right here.
being experimented on? Isn't this drug
You hit
blah
the
blah blah?"
man.
Yeah, there we go. One day we will all be as technical as the lamb.
Yeah,
Hey, you know
but
that.
not today.
Not today.
So, real quick on awareness, that is number one as we get older. Because as you get older, your ability to fight for an extended period of time has gone down. And that doesn't matter if you've been working out a lot or even boxing and stuff like that. So if you've been boxing, say, and any boxer can come on here and disagree, and then if you can make it into the studio, I can prove it to you. It's not fair. I'm telling you, I can prove that to you. You can do this. We approach these things scientifically. You can do 20 rounds of boxing 3 days a week. But when a physical attack comes, your ass will poop out in 1 to 2 minutes. Because it's totally different. Boxing is boxing. I know I'm boxing you. We're not here trying to kill each other. We're not trying to take from you. We're not trying to sexually assault you. We're not trying to do none of that, right? But out there, you don't know what's coming. If you feel a person's going to attack you, you don't even know what kind of attack it is. So your adrenaline is already going. Your adrenaline tires you down too. Much more than if you're in a boxing ring. Your adrenaline is going because of the nervousness of you don't know what he's going to throw, and more so than him is the audience watching.
Right.
Well, when you're out there, most of the time, I hope, never, you're not concerned about the audience watching. Okay. There are times when you have to be. If the audience watching is all police, be concerned about that audience watching. And there are certain things that you should do, and you shouldn't do if they're observing. But you can't worry if somebody starts something with me, it's 10 people around, I can't worry about an undercover cop. I'm just going to defend myself. Or if you're undercover cop, I'm going to defend myself. Undercover cop pulled up on me one time and didn't announce who they were. And they grabbed me. Had that motherfucker down. The other one coming up, oh, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? He said, police. I said, you should have done it in the first place. Should have done it in the first place. And they were just too scared the way I handled them for the one that I put down on the ground for them to jump up and just beat me down. And even after I knew who they were, they wasn't gonna beat me down. Damn that. Now, I'm not telling you to do that. If the cop beating your head to the white meat, and you say, well, shit, to fight back, I'm gonna die. Don't fight back. Don't fight back. I'm gonna die. I'm just telling you, I'm not gonna get my motherfucking head but to the white meat, because I could die from that.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not crazy. I'm not here to fight no police or leave nobody to fight no police. But what I'm telling you is, I am going to teach you not to get your head busted to the white meat. Now, who you decide bust your shit is up to you. That's up to you. All right. So, you have the key is to be aware though. I'm walking down the street. More people coming towards me. I'm not gonna have egos like walk right between them. I'm not doing that. Okay. As they're walking, I may slow my pace. I may look at something if it's a storefront or something, let them pass. As they're passing, I'm watching through the window there, or they're passing, I'm watching, how y'all doing, fellas? So. I really haven't moved. I'm letting them walk past me. And I'm facing them as I move. Okay. I cannot just walk through them and that they start catching nuts to the head or worse. Okay. So be aware of what's around you. when you go into a place, be aware of the exits. Okay. Wife, my daughter Yami, and I at a restaurant, sitting there, waiting on our food to come, and I'm seeing people walking at a fast pace. Cause we got signs. They walking fast. I said, what is all this? About first, I'm counting 30 on that side of the street, 15 on this side of the street. Then it gets more, hundreds of people. I said, pack up our food. No need to serve it with me. And it's, why, sir? So we always eat that. I said, there's something going on outside. So people perking up listening. You know, somebody said, what's going on? I said, it looks like a protest, but the way they're moving is about to become violent. So people, what should we do? Mm-hmm. They didn't even notice. People sitting at the window right like us. I said, well, we shouldn't go out this door. If they're coming past this door, there's another door. There's another door that leads out to the back. I said, okay, can we get around to the car from there? They said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. I said, so I'm about to leave out with my family. The waitress says, I'm leaving with you. Damn, I'm out. The people cooking, they shutting shit down. We're leaving too. The owner said, you sure? I said, yeah. Well, I guess he's a manager because I think the owner's owned by a well-known woman. It's Ryan Dixon.
Oh, wow.
So it's shutting down. We're going with you. We're all leaving out the back. So they said, go to the left. And then we would go around. I said, okay. I said, come on. Hit to the left, hit to the left, hit to the left, hit to the left. And then the wife went to the right. Because it was too many people now. Mm-hmm. So now we got 20 people we're leaving out of there. Now, if it was y'all, like we all going to the same place.
Right.
Because I'd already scoped out how we could actually get out of there. Mm-hmm. I just want to make sure they're going to let me out that back door. We went to the left. And we waited until they all driving out. They probably wondering where the hell we at. And then after we went to the high north side of the building, we got in our car and we went down this other street, a side street, not down the main street. And as we driving down the side street and we looked to where the main street was going, it is about 50 police cars. People fighting, police attacking folks. So be aware, always be aware of where you're at. Don't get so comfortable you're not paying attention. Don't just be looking down, eating, headphones in your ear. You know, what's going on around you. Okay. So awareness for us is most important. You know, you're walking and somebody says to you, I have to carry the bag, man. And you may say no. You say, man, I got your bags. Don't allow that. Don't allow that. Right. Because one, if they're not hearing no, then that is one of the 7 signals of a predator. Right? One signal you're not worried about. Take your bag. You say, man, we got time. We got time. Now, that's 2. Right? So they begin to, that's another signal. And we'll deal with the 7 signals of a predator. But now, because you let them get the hand on their bag, you know they have a level of control of their fucking hand. You don't want that thing. Once you get like 3, you're in trouble. You have a predator. You have more than 2, you definitely have a predator. And you don't want that. Then they say, okay, so where's your car? Now you got to take it to the car. So be aware of what's going on. So now you don't have to, they say, I got your bag, man. No, it's okay. You switch that bag off. You can angle yourself where they can't get to it. So you got your bag here. I got your bag, man. Put it over there. No, it's fine. Thank you, though. Thank you. Now, if that mark comes all the way around, you got problems. You already Okay, so be aware of what's going on. That's number one as you get older. And for young folks, you should be aware too, but definitely us.
Yeah, being aware should be part of your plan as an older person.
Exactly. Number two, tools. Now, BA's always asking, do you have your tools? You should have your tools. Now, you say, well, my pocket shot ain't came yet. You have keys? Most of the time I have an ink pen on me. This is a tool. I don't have a notebook on me. All that. So it ain't for right now, I ain't that famous when I'm making autographs. This is a tool. But get yourself a sturdier tool if you don't know how to use this, whatever, right?
And there are tactical pens.
Tactical pens. Now they don't allow them on airlines anymore, but they've got a tip to that. They still allow pocket shot, which is a mark. This is a tool.
This is less than $10, so I know everyone in the
Yes.
chat has this. It's less than
Sure,
$10.
exactly. This is another tool. Now, I could use it as a flail, right? But I don't use this as a flail. This is a fist load for me. That's a fist load for me. Right? Fist load gives you a harder strike. That means you got to have a certain number, a certain weight on it. Right? It's a keychain, so you can put all kinds of weights on it. Okay. Which are keys. And one of these keys is my door key, the rest are for nothing. And of course, this is to open up that one beer I can drink at a time.
I Manifesto said that they haven't found her tactical pen yet.
No, it's actually a him.
Oh.
I thought we were wrong, but he said we were actually right.
Okay, so
They have yet to find my tactical pen and carry on. Oh yeah, really? And
Oh,
carry
no,
on?
they found that, bro. They found that. Trust me. I got you.
Let's see. They will
We'll
make.
get to know.
They will take a tiny Swiss Army keychain penknife though. Yeah, they will.
Okay. Because they've seen them. They,
And they
they
can
get
use-
bulletins.
All of them do damage, but they know right. And really, it's to protect their asses, really. So, right? He said her because Derek called you last week Imani Festo. So I was like, I didn't know it was Imani. We had it wrong. Okay, it's I Manifesto or your alias El Manifesto.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah,
agree.
El Manifesto. See.
It's this B
Screwdrivers do way more damage and pain than blades. They do damage.
Hold on.
You know who said that.
It is El Manifesto.
Oh,
Screwdrivers do
Oh,
way
Malik,
more
you not
damage
recognize
than
it
pain
is.
than blades. My brother,
El Manifesto.
I'm starting to worry about you, bro.
Screwdrivers do way more
Hold on, man.
damage
We
than
got
pain
to-
than blades.
I'm starting to worry about you, bro.
Well, maybe he got stuck with a screwdriver, and maybe the blade he had that stuck was dull.
I will pay your flight to America. You come to the show, pick any screwdriver you want. I'm gonna get the smallest blade that you pick out. And we're gonna get this thing. Man, stop saying stupid shit, bro. Come on, just stop saying stupid shit. That's stupid shit. Stop saying shit like that in our chat, man. We might not see that shit. Somebody go get a screwdriver against a knife and get yourself killed because you done said some dumb shit.
Or they become a screwdriver master. They like, that you don't know my music? Yeah, one finger stack was.
And run into them with a knife, and that's the end of their master system right there. That's the end of your master.
Oh God.
Stop saying stupid shit, bro. Please, man. We love you, but you gotta cut that shit out.
That would,
Screwdrivers do way
she said
more-
that would hurt. Yeah, a screwdriver would hurt, but
Yeah, that's
now,
good.
true story. I was working for the certain organization I used to belong to. I drove up to their building where they made their newspaper, where they wrote the newspaper. So, excuse me. So I drive up. Well, I see the editor-in-chief's car on the curb. What the hell's going on? So the dude at the door, who should have been at the door, but he's scared to go out. That's why my name the organization, you all know who it is. Who the organization. He looks out. Brother so-and-so, Brother Wally, that was the editor-in-chief. He rested out. He's in the attic. I said, what? So, by Salon Bakery. I went to the attic. He's on his knees. Stabbed. Ow, ow. Now, that's what the screwdriver. If you stab with a knife, and I knew with a knife, you can work in there.
You would have been
He's like, ow, ow. And he hold it. And I said, what happened? He showed it to me. You stabbed by a knife. You don't want to move it because your intestines going to come out.
Right.
So he told me, So I said, what is going on? Another brother down there hurt. One is fighting this other dude. So in the midst of all this fighting, this dude who runs over to me. And he got the screwdriver out. Put that shit up. Yeah. He puts it up. Man, ain't nothing gonna. As soon as he put it up, boom, pow, boom, right? He drops. Then I got another
drop his tool. That was crazy.
Then another boom, hit him, boom, boom, and then I'm running over to this dude who's on the ground. He's on the ground, and there's another brother on the ground. They both on the ground hurt. I'm going over to him. I'm just gonna stomp him with the wine, right? And that motherfucker got him. I thought I knocked him out. He was smart. He gets up and starts running. And as he's running, I'm running behind him. And he goes in his pocket to pull the screwdriver. And I jump, boom, hit him with a flying knee in the back, push him into traffic. He gets hit, boom.
He got hit by
and I pick him up. Okay, got hit back up. I haven't reached for it. Boom, push him against the wall. He goes in his pocket, pulls out the screwdriver. Boom, elbows his hand into the wall. He drops the screwdriver. And then I commence to whooping his ass until brother comes out and grabs him. Not what beg for him and then grab him. Not what she should have done. But anyway, I say that to say, he goes for it, I flying knee. If that was a knife, he went for it, I went to flying knee. After I pick him up, I'm not looking for it. If I knew he had a knife, I've been trying to grab it or whatever. After I slammed him to the wall, he pulled it. I just elbowed his arm. I wouldn't have done that. I've been grabbing that motherfucker. All my concentration was on that knife.
He's been grabbing it for life.
Because I know if he tries to stick or does stick me with that screwdriver, it's not going to have no power because I'm about to fuck him up.
Right.
If I hit him with all my power, my elbow, and he accidentally goes back with a knife, I'm cut. It's gonna be a big gash.
Right, he has this.
Right, and right. My fingers. There's a difference between a knife and a goddamn screwdriver. Let's be realistic about that. So, but from lack of experience in the thing, we don't know a thing that doesn't exist, and it also speaks to our lack of.
It can also speak to where it is that you actually live, because he says now most knives are illegal weapons to carry screwdriver on. We're in Georgia.
We don't have nothing to do with what's more dangerous.
But it probably does have something to do with his thought process that is more.
Right.
And it's just like in the UK,
that it
where
do more damage.
you can't get a lot of you can't get firearms over there.
You got kitchen knives.
So they learn to fight with their hands. They learn a lot of martial arts.
But they know a gun is more dangerous.
Yeah.
No matter what they learn, they know a gun is more dangerous. You talking stupid shit. I'm not going. That's stupid
Nah.
shit, bro. Either way you put it.
Now, well, you can ask people the question, which is more damaging, a knife or a 9mm pistol?
Depends on.
So you can ask that. It's still going to go back to
Yeah, I get
what
you
you know,
Yeah, I got you, man.
right? Most people will say the 9mm pistol. But there's statistics that say cops that shot, 70% of them go back to work.
Yeah.
They've been shot. After a person knifed, after the knife, like 12% go back to work. I'm talking about the ability to and the mental damage that it does. If I shoot you, boom, that's impersonal. I walk off, sucker, and I walk off.
Right.
If I stab you, you hit feeling my breath, I'm in that shit now. What you think about that, sucker? Let me go across your liver, sucker. It's a whole mental different mindset.
If you don't say none of that sucker shit, it still feel different.
Right, you're feeling him go in,
Ah,
and he's holding you there.
that's
Or in prison, they get you, and they get you with that
you
sewing machine.
feel more violated than you feel like getting shot. You feel more violated. That's what you feel.
Now, of course, you ain't gonna even live if I do this to you with a pistol. Ha, 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 ha. Of course, that's different. You're not gonna live. So, what can be more devastating, of course, is this. I know a dude went to a range shot, missed the target. It hits the, I'm like, how the hell? It hits the post. You really missed, and it bounces back, and I think it hit his shoulder. Whatever. Like in the movie, you see people get grades, and they just they sew it up. He was jacked up, throwing up.
I'm sorry. It's the iron. It's
They had
the
to help
leg.
him to
The
the leg right there. Help him to the car. And he, not the strongest cat ever.
I'm about to say it now.
But
You start throwing
I've never been grazed, so I don't know. I would like to think I would be throwing up and swooning and shit.
I've been grazed.
But
I did not throw the fuck
you
up.
swooned, though. You swooned.
Hell no.
Oh God! But so I never been grazed. I haven't shot at, but I've just been blessed, man. Or you don't believe in blessing, lucky. If you don't believe in luck, oh goddamn
Favor.
favor, universal providence. I don't know what you call it, in the right place at the right time. I don't know what you call it, but now in a shootout, this talks about age too. I was in a shootout with him. I was young, He sees me. I see him kill somebody. I stop. Oh shit! I'm across the street. I'm kind of free, so he don't see me. And when he looks up, he's looking around, and he looks at me. He already got his out. He can't shoot. That's why he got dude in the car shooting and kill him. Murder. He's coming up. I pull, and when we shoot at each other, I go down in the front of the car at the wheel. Like you don't know, I think we talked about it on the episode. That's your best defense. Well, he gets out of the car. He follow my pattern, but he's in the middle of the car. And so he's shooting. I feel it ain't hit me. I drop on my side and I fire. Boom! I come back up. He didn't fire no more. And so I took off running at that point. I'm like, well, either I killed him or I slowed him down, but I'm not checking to see. I also like in the movie. I'm not going over there. I get shot up. Right, hell no. I took off running. Right. So, and that's as a young man, but as an old man, that's certainly what I would do. First of all, I see murder. I'm smarter now. I'm not freezing. I'm gonna really go down.
Right.
And pray that he didn't see me, but my pistol's gonna be out, and if I see his feet coming across there, you know what I mean? So tap that foot, double tap that foot, and then hopefully he falls and hit him in his, allegedly hit him in his head as he falls. And he didn't take off. And I'm older now, so I can't run as fast. You got to put the tongue out and run. And if the police see me,
You got to think about it. Yeah,
right. Everything okay? Fine. Officer, have a nice day, officer. Keep walking, shit. And as soon as they drive towards that shit, run the best of my ability again. All right, so a tool, awareness, right?
Awareness and a tool and awareness.
They say technique. These are techniques.
Yeah,
These are most important. Now,
you used to wonder why all the old men had that knife on them when I was young.
Or something.
Kept a tool and stayed away. They were back in the days. They were ready, boy.
the importance of flow. Flow is anti-ego.
That's real.
Now I'm gonna see where my back can go with this. Again, as we get down to these physical techniques here,
As soon as you said that, I understood.
as far as Jesse Owens was really known as JC, white folks mispronounced it and just kept it, renamed it. His name is JC Owens. We call him Jesse Owens. Hell no. If you carry a blade. Now, Jesse Owens is one of the few people you say his whole name. Too.
You got to say his whole name.
Jesse Owens. So you say Jesse. Right, like, who is Jesse?
Jesse, you talking about?
Right. But it's JC. JC Owens. But you can't say that now. You ain't know what you're talking about.
It was just JC, but they called him just
White folks.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Well, it's like, like they don't say flower kind, say fair can. So if you went by that,
Yeah.
10 years later, everybody said, I heard Mr. Fair Can talking. Fair Can. All right, so flow is anti-ego. And what that means is, say he punches and my ego, I'm a karate man. I got my karate 3rd-degree black belt. And so I say, you want to fight with me? I'm saying like karate man should. And he punches. Slide! And I want to do that. And I want to slide and break his ribs, right? But he punches, I go, slide! And when I go here, he blocks mine. Slide! Then I try to pull back and hit again. That's ego. That's ego. I want to hit him with that. Or he punches, I want to block that shit with that hard. That's gonna open up his liver, that hard, but when he blocks it hard, I reset. Because I want another chance to hit him with that as opposed to going to something else. So flow is I go with what's happening. Water is moving through a stream. You put a boulder there or and it's a little space there, all that water will go around through that space. It will flow. It's not going to fight that boulder. After a while, little bits are it'll break down over years, but most of that water is going to go around. So if you put water in any shape, take that shape. It doesn't try to take its own shape or whatever. Only time it does that if water has been frozen. It's solid. It's not malleable. Same the way the mind can be. Now you take that has something in a pickle jar, frozen ice, get it out, and now you try to put it inside a damn elongated thin box. It ain't going. It has to melt. It has to liquefy. It has to become malleable again in order to flow. So you have to be malleable. As we get older, we get stiffer, like the ice. We don't want to try to flow. We want it to go the way we want it to go. But you want it one way, it's the other way. Right? So I came into this, he knuckles up with me. And my idea is, in my mind, I'm going to cover, hit it with a hammer, hit it with an elbow, grab, headbutt. When he throws the punch, I go here. And then he's snatching my arm down. He's about to punch me. I better be able to flow. Not in my ego trying to pull it back up and I'm getting punched. So he punches, boom, he pulls it down. Oh, shit, he punches again, boom, I changed something else. Now he better be ready to change. You got me? So always go with the flow. He pulls, I don't pull back. He's younger than me, quite stronger than me. He pulls, I move with him. Okay, you move with them. And I want you all to work that. When he pulls, get used to moving with him, but keep your balance. So when he pulls, let your front foot move. Okay. as opposed to he pulls, I'm letting my back foot and I'm stumbling. That's usually what people do. You're older too. He will just knock you out with a punch because you're older. You can't take as much real, all that breaks and all that good stuff. So he pulls, boom, step that foot forward. Okay. That means you have a base now. So now I'm in base, right? I turn and face him with my shoulders. That heel is raised. My back heel. My front heel is flat. Okay, now I'm ready to work and do what it is I got to do. Okay. If you pull it again, I just step again with my front foot. If you pull it again, I would step with my this. I don't know what it is, but this is beyond. He pulls again. Pull.
Drop his weight.
Pull it. Yeah, I drop my weight now because I got a strong base, so I can be heavier than him. But you may have to, don't take that chance, just step again. So he pulls, step again, but you got to give him something. You got to give, each time you pull, if you can, you got to give him something. Hopefully, to his nose or sternum or his liver. You got to give him something, depending on your height, depending on how high you can lift your arm. Give him something. Because we said above 40 and above, so that could be somebody 80, 90. They may not be able to punch up here. They can punch to his liver. Okay. If you have a problem extending your arm, you can throw an elbow. Just turn your hand over, throw an elbow into his liver. Whatever you got to do, remove the flow. Now when he pushes, when he pushes, you pull. When he pulls, you go with him, right? That's actually pushing. Because what I'm doing, I'm pushing his arm into his body, really. But just make sure you step with him. All of it's in your footwork. When he pushes me, we normally don't go backwards. Now, when he pushes, this is what we would do. He pushes, I'm off to the side, and then I'm pulling. But for you for right now, just take a wide step back with either foot so you're in base and bend your knees. So he pushes, I pull, I grab, so I go in base, I pull him with me. After I pull, I come forward with the knee, that's as high as I can lift, or I slam my foot into his shin. That's what I got boots on because it's getting colder. You know what I mean? I try to boom, knee here, knee in, or knee forward. You can't turn your hips in. Okay, if you can't do anything like that, you can step backwards. If I can't lift my hip up, well then keep one arm, let one go, boom, roll, elbow. Okay, don't throw a fist from here, just gonna hit head, you're gonna hurt yourself. Yep. Throw that elbow up, boom, and then you can throw a hammer down to the back of his neck. Once again, he pushes, I pull. It's right there. It was just right there, too beautiful. And I definitely want to throw it on me because it's going to hit him right in the face. So it's here, push, I pull. Boom. Boom. And now I can knee. Boom. Go for what I can if I can knee. If I can't, I just keep hammering.
Hammering somebody in the back of the neck like that can knock him out.
Oh yeah, hitting him in the back of the neck, it can be more than knocking him out.
Yeah. Bad day for that.
So that is anti-ego.
And if overall, too, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but there's a lot of people who find it ridiculous to train and find it, almost they talk about it like it's absurd. Getting into a physical engagement is absurd. So just imagine the reaction that a person like that is going to have when somebody is doing something and pushing them, pulling them. So it's important to be training. It's important to be taking punches regularly and feeling that, because when you get in that situation,
Instead of talking about good golly Wiley.
Right, exactly. When you get in that situation, then you're really gonna be shocked.
When you're grabbed,
just
let's try to have it side back. Lower your body, your base. Once again, your base. So it makes it harder to pick you up.
Automatically, we can almost about to let go. So
if I just stand here, he can pick me up. I'm in trouble.
Whichever way.
But I drop my weight. He almost want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna let go already. I'm uncomfortable. My neck bent.
This here, he doesn't have. And so your arms get out.
Come right out. And now he's in a
Now-
bad position.
You let me go, whippersnapper. You hit him, you know, the whippersnapper. Remember we did the nose with the comedian. You can tighten the nose from here. You can tighten the nose from here, and I don't take much strength at all. Okay, I'm not pushing up. I'm pressing in on his nose and then kind of going up a little bit. Oh shit, you okay?
You heard
Shit, you all right? Oh shit, you okay?
I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck that was.
It's just your nose is down.
That was
Sorry about
harsh.
that.
That was good though.
Put it out his sinuses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. That was crazy.
That was crazy. I didn't feel that.
And so I stopped right there.
The lamb.
The lamb comes in and that's letting me know you about to jack your back up. So that's
Chill out. That's the alarm right there.
right.
That's the
So
alarm.
now they're about to get into the other thing. So remember, flow is anti-ego. Don't have your ego involved. You want to live. You want to survive. Also, walking away, running, talking your way out
Oh,
of it.
that's ego.
That's all. Don't have ego. Talk your way out.
Right.
Don't feel like you weak.
And don't and so when the first thing I think about when I hear Bible say anti-ego, flow is anti-ego, is because we get into this what you want thing. You know what I'm saying? Or this vision of what I'm gonna do. Motherfucker, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna do that. And they ain't gonna do shit. You're just gonna do all this shit. They ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So just that's what flow is. You can't be stuck on wanting to do something. That's the big
Even in
that's my fight
pulling,
right here.
he pushes, you pull, and he just falls forward. Y'all both fall.
Right.
You better be ready to. I'm just saying. Oh, see, I'm fucked up now.
Damn, on the ground.
Right. You're on the ground. Use it to your advantage. Okay. So, technique. I looked up what techniques I typically use against older people, and I was surprised. I thought you were just punching in the face, take their shit. But that's not it. The number
You're not
one.
experienced at attacking older folks. That's clearly go ahead.
So, rear bear hug
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
is number one.
It's funny.
And that's, you scare them,
Yeah.
drop your shit, So rear bear. So now against a rear bear hug over the arms, and then we'll do one under the arm. This is the most
Gotta
common.
be taking this picture though.
So to get out of that, once again, step into base. So one leg out wide, right. So she steps into base. I don't know if you can see this wide space here. There's a lot of space there. So now you take out right, you come out of that, the other one. Now from there, keep them there. And now just start walking forward as you
Oh yeah, I remember.
get
that.
lower, get lower, walk forward.
Yeah, they can't see what's happening.
Right
You gotta do it
let me-
sideways.
yeah. So from here,
Okay.
so go around my arms.
Oh, okay.
So you step out,
That was just too freaking easy.
and now you want to throw your back towards him, on the nigga or whoever it is that's out there too. And now you're kind of laying like that,
Yeah.
and
You
you
can
keep going. You keep going till he goes down to the ground, or he opens those hands and lets go, and now you get out of there. Okay. So go ahead and
Matter of fact, we did this before. I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I don't know
something
what was
else.
I
covered.
think
We
it
did
was attached.
because he covers a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna try you like since you.
So it's really tight
Step in
here
base.
right now.
Step in base, and now it's loose.
That's just so funny how that happens. But
And now throw your back into it. Yeah, and now you step forward and keep lowering yourself as you go. Yes, yes.
Oh, he's
tap.
tapping. Ooh.
Yeah, because you're gonna fall, and
And
my
my-
knees are trapped there.
and
Neck
neck is
is
shorter. My neck is right here.
right.
Press
So,
it back.
Paul, you don't want to get his guy snap.
Yeah, that's bad.
Put the rest of the shoulder like this.
Yeah,
You don't want to be like that. You can't see me like. So
that's a good one.
one more step back again. You step back more. The belay's out the camera. Right, they can see you now. Grab now.
And because she's small, I gotta double my hand, so I'm grabbing her like this.
So now base out,
That should be tighter. Still can come out.
and now throw your torso back. Yeah, and now step, and as you step, lower
I
yourself.
just gotta let go. I gotta let go. Because she's shorter, it's actually worse.
Right. Yes. So there you go. That's with arms pinned in. Now, go under the arm. That's the second most common attack on our elderly folks. I don't know. I guess the whole thing is behind a drop your shit.
Yeah,
Do so
unless
and
they
so.
on some
And
old.
it's somebody's behind you. You can't see what's
Yeah,
happening.
right,
It's
exactly.
very scary. Yeah.
So now, and I guess for me, I always be like, well, I don't know what, because for me, you grab me from behind, I'm like, okay, I got you. So I think differently, but imagine somebody that never trained before.
And I think if somebody grabs from behind, like underhooks, like they gonna throw.
Yeah,
You get thrown faster.
Yeah, you
than
get thrown at double under.
you gotta move
So
faster.
we think it's gonna be double under.
Right.
But somebody
Somebody
just
don't know, they
going
might be
around
trying to
elbow
hold you.
both fingers and what the hell on their mind. So here, the hands are already free.
Right. So
If you got a bag grocery, just drop that shit and put your hands on his hands. You can't go nowhere.
You
So
do the
you're
same.
right, the same thing.
Your back ain't on me.
Like you got to throw your back. The key, if you're laying back into them, face out, and now lay back into it. Yes,
That's different.
yes. Don't let him take you. Take him. Keep pressing down his arm too. And keep your energy back. So you bleeding? What's that squeeze of that arm? All right. So that is how you would get out of that. You press down, you land on, and you're walking. Doing what's it, Bernie's? Bernie's at Bernie, whatever the hell it's called. You got that dead man.
Oh yeah, they know. We can burn.
We get that Bernie, yeah, breakfast at Bernie. Well, I have a breakfast because I see that mother dead. I'm out. Just do breakfast with me. All right. So headlock, and then arm pull. So
Regular headlock.
uh,
Oh, headlock.
headlock, you about to give up your job.
Yeah, that's the most.
Oh, sucker.
That's the most
Write your
common.
check. Sign that check.
I grab somebody like this and walk them all the way through the park and say, "Oh,
So that there, when the headlock comes, your hand
now this is
reaches and grabs here.
outside of the elbow.
Yes, come over some so they can see. And now you, let's see here. Right there, they can see. Don't move no more than that. Come forward, trust me. Now come forward more. Yeah, they can see. So now put your groin against his thigh. Right there, and now just sit down and kind of turn your energy back that way towards it. That's it. Sit down. No, don't let yourself out. Grab it. So come
Headlock.
grab him in the headlock. Grab him.
Work around the elbow.
To groin to his thigh. Sit down. Keep him there. Sit down. Just sit down. Just sit down. It's simple. Sit down. Yeah, see? Sit down. And get out of there. So don't overthink it. Just sit down.
y'all can see it there.
So grab
Headlock him right here.
grab him around his waist. Don't overthink it. Just hump his leg. Not gonna hump it, but put your groin to it. Bring your foot more outside of it. No. Yes, right there. Right. And now sit. No, you step back.
You're just be behind him.
Because where you at? So come around, put your groin against his thigh right there. Yes. Now sit. Sit. Yeah. Don't be afraid to sit. Let me in here. We'll do it to her. Your butt can take a lot from sitting. And all you're doing is sitting down. You're not throwing your body back. So don't imagine what the technique is. Just sit. When Kalonji first came to my class, he's like, it gotta be more than I got it. No, just sit.
So where did this
Because
go?
we think shit gotta be more complex. Now just put your groin against her thigh and sit down. Right, but turn her over that way so she'll land on you. So as you're sitting, turn towards her back.
Copy that.
They can't see.
They can see.
Not when we get to the ground.
I'll turn.
You
All right, go ahead.
All right, head across. Keep close.
And sit down. Whoa. No, you turned yourself beforehand. Just sit down. Otherwise, it'll hobble you. So I'm going to have to end up doing this. And my back right now, just sit. So this is good that you're seeing, because while you don't do that, don't try to set up, wind up. You're just sitting down. Bob Wendy, can you come here for a second? Huh?
Yeah, somebody use one.
Okay, so
Other way. Yeah, over there. Yeah, you're right. All right, so come.
and just sit your booty on the ground. Yes, that's simple.
And I'm right here on top.
That's simple. Just sit your booty on the ground.
Hello, this is going on.
Now grab them the way you just have them, the other way. That way. Yes. So with this one, it's real simple. Come forward this way. Come forward. You back up, Bob. With this one, they grab you this here. He's just gonna try to choke you or whatever, right? So you take your foot, the one that's closest to your arm, which is right now your left foot. You put that, step that forward between his legs, put your hand on his knees, put your hand on his knee, step your leg between and sit down.
You let go.
I know he let go because he's gonna flip over, Blue. He knows he's gonna flip. You don't want to flip into that desk. Or Bob, yeah. So with that, they grab you that way, you just sit. Once again, you sit down. It's all just about sitting. But if you're trying to, first of all, if you sit down on the ground like this, something wrong anyway. So don't just sit. Just sit. Do it one more time. Grab them to the side. No, not that one, that one. Just put your thigh against his thigh. Turn this way. No, turn it. You're here. Now grab. Now you do it. Now you see where you're at, so you can be on the mat. And now just sit. Right. That's all he had to do. Is sit. Now, of course, anything you got to practice it. Once again, you got to kill that thing of it has to be more complex than it is. That's what's causing you to do all kinds of shit. Also, fear. Because you're not falling back, you're sitting. Even the back fall is just a sit. Then you roll back. This is it. Okay. So I love the moves where we get to throw our whole body in, because it's the only way I see myself surviving an attack. My limbs are too weak in proportion. Yes. So if you can, Teresa, work on those limbs too, though, on strengthening. But yeah, and this one, it's all really just your body. Sitting, stepping body back, versus arm pull. Now before, I pulled him when he pushed. This time, remember when he pulled, I stepped in with him. You got me? So we really already dealt with that. But another thing that you can do, if he pulls me and I step with my rear leg, this comes up to his elbow, the hand he's got, I can push it back to his ass, and straightens his arm. You see where he's come? He's come like that.
Show him this way so we can see what you got left now.
So he pulls. I came with this arm. This comes up.
That's a blow right there.
I put right to straighten his arm. Then I push it towards his ass.
Once let go, but he could have just right there.
Snap his fingers.
Yeah, the wrist,
So
the elbow.
I'm here. Once I'm here, my head is on his shoulder, and then I turn my face.
His arm ain't no good enough. Like he just told his arm up. All the
And now I can move him like we worked on this a couple weeks ago too.
Yeah.
Right? I can move him that way. It's a lot I can do, right? Step between his legs, and I can kneel down on his calf muscle, put him down, or if you face a fight going down, that snaps his toes. Okay. So I have other things. But we have worked this already where He pulls, just take that big step forward. If I take the big step forward, boom, hit to his kidney, liver, his liver, boom. Or his face, depending on how well your arm's working, or to whatever. Or if I can't use either, or I'm missing an arm, because boom, with my shoulder. Yeah. I step in with my shoulder and hit, right? Now, as he's extended, boom, if he's still holding
which
it,
I wouldn't be.
well, just still hold on. We'll pretend. I just go right here, I'm out.
Can't grab that way.
If you grab that way, I'm out. Okay. So you'll be out of that. One thing, if he grabs and he's not moving, he's not pulling me, just grabbing, that means he's trying to control, putting behind my back or whatever. If he grabs over like this, and this is a common grab for folks, then he goes over, I go over. I can't go over with my hand. I go over with my.
It's that swine grab, right?
Over with my elbow.
If I ain't let go just now.
If he goes like this way, then I go over with my elbow, come out. I'm out here. Excuse me. And that, by the way, is how you get it.
I got you. I know what you're talking about.
If I'm here, that's how you get fingers.
Yeah, okay. So
If you want fingers, we're right here. He punches. Punch. You know what I can do. Punch. I can do that, but I still don't have his fingers.
Right.
If I want his fingers, then I have to manipulate his wrist. That forces his fingers to open, and now I got it. There's no way I can do this. That's some bullshit.
But I seen it though, Bob. Okay.
Now he tried to slap me. I may be able to do that, but probably not. He's trying to slap me. I'm going like this. And he can stay there. And I go, I got you. This is ridiculous, y'all. He tried to slap me. I go, oh, snap, right? And then I'm giving him something other than a slap. But if I'm talking with him, he goes to slap me. I go, what the hell? I'm not going to be able to wherewithal to now stop manipulating his fingers. I've been training a long time. I'm going to go, what the hell? Boom! Right? Step in, control that arm, and hit him with something else. You know, what's that something? Giving him something he can feel.
Yeah.
I believe in that. Okay. And so I'm going to do that. And then I'm not going to move into this here. Because that looks cool. That looks cool. But you ain't doing all this shit. You know, right. Now, and it's not because you ain't seeing it on video. Stop that ignorant line of thinking too. If it ain't on video, it doesn't exist. You dummy. That's not true. I have 10 children. Ain't none of that shit on video. We're making them, but they sure exist. And what we did to make them exist, but it's not on video. So stop that dumbass line of thinking. That is stupid.
Another thing,
it don't prove nothing.
Look at the people when you're watching these videos and you see the guy striking the master or whatever. Look at how he's striking too. If he's doing this,
right. Well, so he punches like this.
You start seeing all that. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Unless he's trying to demonstrate something, you say throw a wide hook for a purpose. Other than that, you see the person throwing punches like this, yo,
or
take it with a grain of salt.
Throw a straight punch so they understand. You go like this.
Right.
Line up so he knows it's coming. You know.
Watch all that stuff, man, because I noticed that when I look back at some of the videos that I send to you, and you be like, bullshit.
Or the knife stuff is worse. Or even this. I'm about to hit you with this stick, with this stick here. Why you going way up in the air? And so now you can step in and just stop me while I'm there. Well, I'm right here. I'm just going, ah!
I think of the video I think of the workshop when you was talking about how knife attacks happen. You was like, okay, I'm about the spaghetti. What's spaghetti? Spaghetti bowl. Spaghetti bowl. You're about spaghetti bowl. You didn't go like this. You didn't. You had the knife right here, and you were right there too. That's how it happens. You see all this and all this wide movement and shit. That's not real training, man. You're not getting anything from that.
And really, a lot of times, this one dude posted, I am a skilled and trained knife fighter, and I say so and so to try to prove somebody else's video is right. And I didn't say anything because you have the other extreme, but they don't know shit. They saying it's wrong. Okay, it is wrong. That's ineffective what that person's doing, but you don't know why.
Right.
You're just saying something because to be contrarian, right? Well, know why.
Right.
And so this person is trying to defend, and he thinks by saying I'm a knife fighting expert. That means something. There's no such thing. Knife fighting expert. A fight is an agreement between two people. So I say to you, unless you're from the 1800s, it's still dueling and shit. I say to you, I'm going to meet you tomorrow on Simpson Road, and we're gonna fight with knives at 12 o'clock. And you meet me on the thing. Then I know how foolish you are.
I'll meet you 11 o'clock.
I'm gonna be right. I'm gonna sign your crib. You coming out? Yeah, I won. Exactly. Because ain't no knife fights. Get out of here with that foolishness. Ain't no karate fights.
Let them up, man. Let them up. Let them up. No, I don't know what type of fight.
I've seen that too. This one dude, he's just gonna try to do a karate kick on the dude. Failed. Jacked himself up. And the dude, boom, kicked him in the head, right? And he's like, man, you're not honorable, man. You're not right. Let him get up. I'm like, they will lose their mind. They saw me fighting.
I don't have no honor with it.
Because if he slip and fall, thank you, Baba Ogun, I'm going to stomp him. Now let's see if I slip and fall. Because if I slip, it's fair. But he slipped. It's fair to me. So there's a fair fight.
Yeah.
The fair fight I'm concerned about is it fair for me? Not about him. And then they'll say, man, I didn't know you was on welfare. I said, yeah, when he flipped the gun, I stopped myself. Well, so that's the kind of welfare I'm on. I'm with it. And shout out to my folks that getting welfare, if you're getting that and you're able to survive off that pennies they give you, then you know, more power to you. All right, so yeah, I love that move. That's what cops and bouncers do. Grab your wrist.
Oh yeah.
I didn't say cops. I just said folks would do that. I don't know what you mean.
I just call it the swine grab.
I just got it right. You know, they grab the overhand like that, and your elbow, you didn't even look. You brought your elbow, your stomach was itching. As soon as they grabbed your stomach side itching, you brought it up to snap your stomach, and then you brought your elbow down, you know, because you make sure, because you didn't use the deodorant, so you don't want to be musty before you scratch your stomach, you say, oh, my underarm is out, let me throw my underarm. And then, so you're out, you know, you say, oh, officer, I didn't know you were scratching my stomach.
Either that or you get out and be like, oh, shit, I forgot something. Then you all have to go do whatever you're about.
Right, you didn't look that way.
Look that way. You don't know what. You gotta go.
Shit, let me go get that deodorant real quick.
All that, get it over.
Right, so that's all I got to do. Face blue smiling. Oh. Wow, you smiling hard. Your face turns blue.
No, I thought you meant face blue. Like,
I know you. Let me see. That's what some bouncers know, that finger magic, Chinese finger grab. Yeah, and that's because the person does this, the bouncer. They drunk. You ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. I put you on your back, boy, because I did karate in the army. They never been in the army. I did karate in the army. I could knock the man's real page out. And he grabbed your shit.
That's what happens.
And then he gets to get off.
Yeah.
On you like that. I got off like that. One time I was working at this place called Jewel Osco in Chicago. It's like Kroger. I was there, loss prevention. And this dude comes in and he said he's gonna steal him a whole big carton of cigarettes. So I walk on, I said, man, give up the cigarettes, man. He said, what your little ass gonna do? I said, man, I don't give a fuck about this dude. But you talking to me like that, you're gonna have a problem. Because now it's ego, right? And you know, this is my foray into, I can't be a security guard, y'all, because my brother gonna fight me. I'm gonna put it on and they'll be talking about you fight because you get your ass out there while you at home.
Right.
So the dude had the cigarettes. He said, let me put it down real quick. And I'm supposed to just
Put the cigarettes down, get shit.
wait. As he's putting that shit down, like you putting down on the counter like this. I said, boom! I hit the shit out of him on. He said, oh, you mother, and you, I beat you. He pointed like that, and when he did that, that's when it started. I'm like, what you say? What you say? I'm walking. Let's go. I'm doing all this crazy shit. Let's go. It didn't make sense. We ain't going nowhere. I'm just getting off. Let's go. What you say? Let's go. It was crazy. I did like 20 things. Then the manager called me and he said, what was all this? He got on the video. And I'm thinking to myself, man, them niggas smooth. I'm niggas smooth. And he said, what was all this? I said, he was resistant to moving. So I had to get him out of there like that 20 times. Right. He was like, that much? I said, yeah. You see how big he was? He was trying his best. And then I walked him on out of there.
Just so y'all know, if you decide you get a job at being a security at a club or something like that, and you face a serious situation, you realize the club is gonna fire you after. No matter what happens.
And they're gonna throw you on the bus.
No matter what, they're going to fire you and they're gonna throw you on the bus. That's how it works if you don't know. You security in the club and you get into an altercation, I don't care if it's for the club, you fight for the waitresses, no matter how much honor, they're gonna fire you. They throw you on the bus. They have to pretty much.
I was at a club, bouncing in a club.
Y'all might realize this.
Bouncing in a club in Chicago. Is it? I was bouncing at a club in Chicago, and Chicago Bear, they have the person, waitress always come to me. You know, because they always get to do the martial artists, so got a school. I tell you, remember that. Just say, hey, I'm bouncing like it up. So when she came, I'm looking at her. Please. He comes right to me. That guy grabbed me. I said, who? She pointed, and this is big, giant white dude. This is Chicago Bear. Found out later. And I said, you sure? Come there, I've been here. I'm like, you see this? How do you him? You see my him? That's him. I said, okay, I got him. So I go, I said, sir, Richard said that you grabbed her, you were aggressive. I'm going to ask that you don't do that anymore. And so I went to put him out. He said, you better get your ass away from me, nigga. I said, what? He said, I said, get away from me. I said, what am I doing?
Excuse me, what?
I said, what have I done? He said, what? I'm going to let him get up and throw punches? No. And he's getting up, boom! Right there. That's the first person I ever hit with a lion's mouth. He threw up. I grabbed back his head, boom! Slammed into his food. And then I'm standing there. I'm waiting for my manager to come over. He said, what happened? I said, he got up to fight me. He raised his fist. Hit me. I moved my hand up the block. He accidentally hit him here. And then just in the middle of the flow, I pushed his head to push him down, but it pushed his head into his food. He said, oh, okay. He looked like, yeah. And his ass got ready going to court, but by the time we went to court, I was fired.
Yeah, they gonna fire you because that person gonna go back and spend money. If they see you there, they gonna tell the club.
There too.
Right, so you're a liability. No matter who it was, they want to come back and spend money. You ain't spending no money there.
Right.
So think about that.
Free there, as a matter of fact.
Exactly. So security at a club.
And that's called the Baja Beach Club, by the way.
It's bad.
And the Baja Beach Club, though, ended up getting closed down for running prostitution. Also, the Bears and other folks.
I'm just finding out.
Somebody thought he could grab the
waitress. So, but you know, I didn't know. She didn't know either. She coming to me. Right. Like, shit. When I was here at the club, they had a certain person he passed recently. He owns several clubs. I won't say his name because he's passed. But I was working at one of his clubs. I was the head of the club. Not this one. He was the well, I've been told, you should name folks. So his name's Michael. You can look up Michael Club in Atlanta.
Yeah, you know him.
Everybody knew him.
Yep.
So I was the head of his security for VIP. Well, one night for VIP, he has gangster night.
Whatever.
And you thinking that, there's some fool playing like gangsters. These wannabe gangsters in there. I didn't know the Mafia still existed. Mafia Mud's in there, Tong, Yakuza, and whatever black group is in there. I don't know. Was down here.
Real gangster.
Was down here. Yeah, it was real gangster night. It wasn't Mud playing gangster, it was real. So it was crazy in the way they went, don't you wish your girlfriend would look like me? You know how long ago it was, right? Don't you wish it? And this girl comes in with the Mafia dude. Interesting characters. The old dude, who I was the leader, he walked in pocket.
Oh, really? God, that's wild. I would never
He
expect
pop locking down. I'm like, hey, messing with him. I said, this dude's really hot pop.
that's crazy.
I said, what the hell is this? So, right. This other dude, he comes in with the Asian chick. I think he was just securing her. That was the older dude.
Mm.
One that I don't think his wife, I don't think so. So, and I got my hand on the bar, and they playing, first they weren't playing, that's when they playing something else. She kisses my hand. So, I said,
Wow.
He said, it's okay. She leaned to my neck, kissing me on the neck. I said, stop. So that's when the DJ started, don't you wish this girlfriend like me? I said, she was singing, I said, you ain't, don't ya? You ain't, I gotta go my wife. Right? So anyway, and my wife knows this story. So they weren't the problem. So this one of the Mafia dudes, he had control. This dude comes over, he sees her with the girl doing, he's like, look, no black guys like other races or whatever. I said, nah, I have a beautiful actor watching home. What are you talking about? Like that. He said, what? And the old man comes over, is he giving me a problem? I said, it seems like he wants to. He said, go in the car, sit your ass down. He said, but I was, sit down. He sends him out. About an hour later, he comes back in, and he said, can I come back in? So he brings him over to me, the old man. He said, is that right if he comes back in? I said, yeah, sure. He said, thank him. Said, thank you. And we go sit down.
Mm-hmm.
I said, yeah, that's Mafia for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that was them. Well, another black waitress, once again, comes towards me. I said, shit. I'm standing at the bar watching everything in the VIP. Oh, you do that? They got money. We got a person at the door, too, right? Big, muscular brother with locks, tough in the mud. And she comes to me and says, they just grabbed me, touched my backside, trying to reach my breast. I said, okay, sister. So I go over, it's the tongs. I said, excuse me, you cannot grab on the sisters here, the women here. You do that again, you're gonna have to leave. When you're trying to give a concession, you're gonna have to leave. You don't want a problem. This motherfucker grabs me and all hell broke. He said, what? When he grabbed me, I stepped into him, boom! And then everybody was everywhere coming. I'm throwing mugs off, boom, 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 I'm tearing them up, right? And I jumped down onto the floor, and this dude jumped down. I walk over to him, stop it. Like that. He said, go sit down. So he sits down. So they getting up, they coming down. I look towards the dude down there. I'm like, come here. He walked out the door. Gone. Left me by myself. So I said, let's do it. Let's do it, right? And then somebody tells them to stop. You don't see this. You see him say something. That's all right. And then the mother would sat down and said, I thought so. So then I go home. I go to the train station. The train station doesn't open up to it. 6:30 in the morning, but it's 4 in the morning. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, I get paid. Let me calculate $16 an hour.
You got the tongs.
And the tongs, the mafia, the Yakuza, them motherfuckers is quite easy shit to watch. Yakuza, whoever the black folks are so dangerous, I don't even know who they are. And I know gangs, they ain't like Chicago gangs. It's something else. I said, and I'm sitting at the bus stop waiting. I'm at the bus stop waiting on the train to start. He's about to roll up and pop me right now. I'm gone. $16 an hour. Keep that shit. I called in and said it just like that. He said, you too scared to come get your last check? I said, I'm too smart to stay on the job. I'm not scared to get my last check. I'm getting my check. And so I got my last check, and that's the last time I worked security at all. It's not worth, if you work security, power to you, but you getting $8, $9, $10, $20 an hour. That shit is not worth risking your life.
Especially if it's a place you know it's action. I work where I know it was action at. You know what I'm saying?
Right. If he told me, I said, okay, this is what you do to protect yourself, so and so. That's a dangerous notion you had, bro.
I was scared I was gonna kill somebody. That's what I ain't scared of getting hurt. I'm scared I'm gonna do something to somebody and I can't take that shit back. You know
and when the security at the end of the day, they stand out there with AR-15.
Yeah, everybody's supposed to have an AR at the end of the night.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like you in war or something.
I didn't have a walk up.
It's in the neighborhood.
With the pistol, walk up. I got the shotgun. You don't give a fuck about that shotgun. They don't give a fuck about the AR. They don't give a fuck about that shit out here.
First security I did. My brother used to send me a video of the reason why me and him really don't talk anymore. He was paying me. He hired me to do executive protection, but he didn't have no executive protection gig. So he said, "Well, I'll pay you to do security gig." I said, "Okay." Armed security, only getting $9 an hour.
Oh, he was killed.
But I was new down here. I needed the money, and so I took it at the running shoe.
Damn, you in the place.
And this dude, how you talk stuff and playing basketball, he talk stuff to do. He's just missing. He's terrible. And he's like, well, when I pop this locker open and start shooting it, they're gonna be joking in. I said, you're not popping shit open. He said, what? I said, you're not popping shit open. You ain't doing shit. Just get up out of here. My stuff in the locker. Well, you'll get it tomorrow when I'm not looking. Get out of here now. What? I said, or go to a manager, let him do your stuff. So that's what he did. They gave him his stuff, and what did he said, man, I'm going to my car. My shit in my car. He was laughing now. They gonna be laughing then. I guess he's big on not being laughed at. He said, going to the car. I said, you going to your car? You can say I got mine right here. Go ahead. Go ahead. You take one step towards the car, put it in there. I can't be working like that for $9 an hour. I'm not gonna let this dude shoot me.
Right. What the fuck was we doing? I mean, this shit was crowd.
So at that point, somebody called the police. Shit.
You're the worst side of town. You're the best.
They got him in Atlanta over using half this.
Right.
I won't go into that. But so I said, man, it's crazy. And the pistol wasn't mine. My stuff is stored.
Neither was that shotgun I had.
The pistol was the brother who hired me.
Oh, damn.
You don't know what's on that pistol.
Yeah, I'm assuming he ain't got no bodies on it, but he was real comfortable letting the motherfucker use his pistol. He had heard of me, but all he didn't heard of me. So I said, shit, I gotta shoot the dude. And if it is a body someone, I'm screwed.
Yeah.
So
Security, man.
police came. I can hear a little bit.
More power to live out there doing security. Be safe, man.
They're like, well, where's the security guard at? And the manager told me, what's going on? It's so stressful. I was right there on the side of the building, like, shit. I ain't talking to no police. So I see him walking out. Of course, he went. You know, somebody went over to his car, you did it. And they went and shit, went through and did a pistol. So he was serious. I'm gonna go to this car. I'm gonna shoot this security guy.
I said, yeah. $9.
$9 an hour.
I'll be safe with these occupations.
And in Atlanta, it's a right to work state. They can pay you whatever. They can pay you goddamn. I think they just got to go minimum wage.
That right to work. I love how the way government forms these little
They really-
phrases and shit.
They're really deep.
Whatever they say mean the opposite of what the fuck they talk about. No child
You
left
have a right.
behind.
You have a right to work. So you got a right to work. So we just gonna pay you whatever. And we can't just deny your work.
Under the right to work, I can fire you for any reason.
And
What the fuck they got to do with the right to work? I can fire you for I don't even know whether to walk in
because I gave you the right to work. You came in. You had the ethics and things like that. So you got to work. Then you gotta wait them 60 days or shit. Or fighting for 60 days. So yes, you won't see me doing security no more. Even executive protection, we were hired to do some stuff during COVID.
Yeah, when you see us,
I will need a team, and it better be paying me right and paying my people right. Other than that,
and it's got to be dealing with the people, not
right.
clubs
Not
and
no
bullshit.
hell no clubs.
I ain't doing the mall. I'm not securing the mall for you.
I'm not doing none of that. No politician, no club, no
entertainers.
no entertainers,
Well, I don't know about
no religious leaders.
I'm gonna go back on entertainers. Let's pay that bird.
Well, so depends on the entertainer. Do your research.
Yeah, I mean,
I've done-
really came to me
So
with a nice offer.
hell no, I wouldn't do that. I've done Prince. I was supposed to go 2 years with Prince, but my mother had a stroke, so I had to abandon doing that. But it was on the go. She said, "Yeah, go ahead and go." I said, "Okay." But then cousins were saying things, and I really thought about that stroke. She was trying to be strong for me. She needed family there, so I didn't go. But that's supposed to be 2 years. That would be nice.
Yeah, that was money. Yeah.
And I was the PPO. That's Special Protection Officer, agent, operator. That's the person that is head in charge for that operation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have been in charge of the whole security. So that was nice. Patty LaBelle, that was cool. She is demanding. Drew Hill is the best people I ever worked for. The best. We're gonna do some wild shit. You're going to, you can have a day off and we'll pay you for that because we don't want you around that stuff. The job of an executive protection person, bodyguard, is to not just protect their physical health, to protect them from embarrassment and all of that. So you learn certain things, you got to compromise yourself. That's why I stepped away from that world. But Drew Hill knew that that's your job, and you get paid for it. So they were the coolest people I knew. Of course, they would say whatever they into, but they were cool with that. Now, I work with some people that, interesting for. I think I talked about Cedric the Entertainer. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, with the comedian was on it. Very interesting. Brilliant comedian, though. Oh my God. People don't know how brilliant he is. And he's able to work things in. Like when I had on, he worked that into the comedy. It was hilarious. It was everything I could do not to laugh while I'm in front of folks, right? But as soon as he's off the stage, who is you, dog? I'm just security right now. I thought you sure? You sure? If I'm not, you're dead, Sid. What? Sid, come on, let's go. Sid's interesting dude. And I'm saying that, so Sid, you watching, you know it. You're an interesting fella, Sid, but
And shout us out, Sid.
Sid, yeah, you're brilliant. Yeah, shout out. I didn't like what he said. It wasn't that bad. On board in class at 1 p.m. He's standing time. Do that. Go ahead and shout us.
Talking about Baba Bella Goon.
Yeah, talking through. Boy, you get us. Hey, and if you happen to get us, 100,000 followers, they said, you can come on the show too and speak your point.
Right.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being with us. Right to work is their right to work. You into the goddamn right to work. You into the goddamn ground.
And on what Baba just said, if you are watching other shows where you know of other shows that may align with the kind of politics you feel like they need to know about us, or entertainers, or whoever it may be? You know, somebody you think, oh, this is a pro-black radical book. Let them know about it.
Or if they're absolutely opposite. Now, they middle ground, they may not be that fun.
They ain't gonna be funny.
But if they completely
They
opposite,
believe you're only supposed to fight with your mind.
right, they
Tell them
complete
to check it out.
pacifists, anybody who trains must eat feces too,
Right.
those kind of people, please bring them on too.
Yeah.
We'll have a good time. Now, it ain't gonna be a good time. You think I'm gonna come on here, you know, attacking this shit.
No.
As long as they speak intelligently about what that post is, hey, I'm with it. I'm gonna prove my point. They're gonna prove their point. If you get rude though, then you know the atmosphere will change a little bit. And
Healthy conversation.
if they agree with our politics, because they can talk crazy. Everybody that agrees with your politics may not agree with your actions.
There you go.
You know what I mean? So,
Your cousin plays for the Miami Dolphins. If you radical, tell them about that.
Hey.
Tell them about boy class. Tell
well,
them about
he's not.
Tell them about that.
Hey, if Joe Biden's your cousin, don't tell him I don't want that number.
No. Just get the money.
Yeah, because I'm straight disrespecting. They give you for sedition or some shit. So don't bring Joe Biden, that's your cousin. I'm looking at a couple of y'all, that's Joe Biden, your cousin. I'm looking at a couple of y'all, Joe Biden is your cousin. But it's all right. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe out there. Love y'all. Stay black. Or whatever it is you may be. And yeah, we don't who your cousin is. You know. Stay black, whatever it is you may be. Peace, y'all. Come on,
Okay.
you hiding.
All right.
You did get grabbed and thrown around. That's Bowser D. Right there. There you go. Ooh, snap. I'm about to add friends and family discount for y'all. Like y'all pay for this in. All right, y'all. Peace.
Peace.